Hello and welcome back to Crusader Kings III. We are continuing on our run as Godzilla. He's an old man. He's 69, a nice ripe old age, and he's in actually really good health despite it. His son has had a son who has grown up to be 16, Kaiju Destroyer, which we are hoping will be the person who sort of takes over after us. I'm really hoping, because they are a very good warrior and they are actually fit to lead the court. But right now, our goals are to try and get the shogunate back in action, to formalize the Kaiju shogunate, of which we need to advance some technology and just maintain our control. I spot my wife chatting to somebody, ideas for a cabinet. Oh, if they're making a D1. Oh, that's a cabinet. I see. Okay. This is an artifact we are making. My wife must be heard. No, she doesn't need to be heard. My wife is dead. My trusted stallion is getting old. It is a very strong horse. I will breed it with another strong horse to keep strong horses. And we're really doing bad on stress right now, so I would like to be entertained by my court jester. My jester is in the middle of the room, masterfully juggling a shoe, a kiki, a bottle of invigorating herbal infusions, a chicken, and an apple. Wow, that's something you don't see every day. This person is dear to me. Would you let them go in exchange for 10 bucks? Yes, I would. I would do that. I would also ransom this person. The steel bushi needs a worthy successor. And we don't have one. All right, we're going to look. We get basically the same horse. This cabinet wants to be of higher quality. $185 reduce. Oh, you know what? I'm tyrannical. Just steal what we need. Have the guards just seize it. Who's going to raise their arm against me? Nobody. That's who. 3 of my courtiers are overtly discussing my great number of titles within deliberate earshot. They are as thick as thieves. I clearly make out the words barony and Iga. They're trying to steal Iga from me. None of them are getting it. I like how they're like, the emperor has too much land. I have 4 land. It's not even that much. I'm just really bad at managing it. We can put a dedication on this mace, on this cabinet. But I don't really think we need to. We didn't even have a funeral for my wife, so. Wow, okay. People sure love hostile factions when you are the emperor. Or the regent. A feast, a festival, and another inspiration. They want to make a magnificent bow for 181 bucks. I'm going to do it, but only because I've shot a lot of things with the bow. Speaking of, we do need to go on another hunt. And apparently we need to hold court. Kukoshi, my vassal, approaches me with a straighter posture. There's much celebration under your rule. Allow me to pay the expenses for your next feast and grant me a favor in the future. I don't like when people when I owe people favors, but I do like the idea of having a feast. Godzilla 69 still making a child. We are still making children. Lord Regent, the miracles, the holiness, we have been blessed. A local saint, a miracle maker in life, has recently passed. Makes Hideka a temple holding. Kuni of Ki. The faith here could change to Shinto. Control increased. We gain dread and we gain piety. Yeah, let's do this. Eradicate this blasphemous nonsense right away. This guy represents the religious community of Zenko-ji. While rummaging through the archives, we've come across a peculiar book. The script is unknown to us. It's certainly unique in this world of long-lost vault of knowledge. Manuscript, but nothing special. A mystery book. Ooh. Or a badly crafted fake. We're pretty good at learning. I'm willing to take this dive. The book is old, but it's just Greek histography. Histography. And we are done in the court. Not a bad run. You want... for the bow. All right, you know what? I'll dedicate the bow to my wife. After all, I believe we did become lovers on a hunt. So that does feel a little bit fitting. And I am thinking, I seem to have enough piety that I could increase these guys up even more. In fact, let's max them out. I'm now losing piety because I have so many warrior monks. Right, and I have to have a feast, don't I? Books. The honeycomb sesame cake. I don't know. I'm not sure where we got that from, but all right. Sure. Was that book that old man gave to us? Hey, wait a minute. How are we having children if we're celibate? Wait a minute. Wait one gosh darn minute there. I don't think that's my daughter. But she is Amazonian. So, I don't know. She's got a stutter as well. I did not put that together at all. That is too funny for words. I did say that guy paid for a feast. 350 bucks? Really? I gotta pay this much money? A murder feast? A legendary feast? We're gonna have a feast in the capital. Oh, feasts here are actually really cheap. You know, I think we're just gonna do some recreation. An honorary guest. I don't suppose I could have my son, my newly minted grandson, in here as an honorary guest. No, we couldn't. Who is the most powerful family? Sort by, I guess, rank. Ritsorios. These are all Ritsorios. You're a regular Sorio. You're also a powerful vassal who doesn't particularly love me right now because I haven't found a spot for you to work. So I'm going to make you the important guest. Greatly increased prestige gain. We could pay for that. Or a better opinion gain. Let's go with the extra prestige. 269. Sure. We have a lovely time ahead of us. And it does seem like Shintoism is decently spreading here. I'm gonna try to convert a few more of these guys who are in charge of these Shinto provinces. I'll let that guy gain a favor hook on me. Again, that keeps us like better knights or cheaper knights. Ooh. I have toiled many days and nights. Whips off a covering. Beneath my eyes grow wide as I see what's beneath. A diwan of masterful craftsmanship constructed from solid Polonia structure covered in pillows. The wood inlaid with deer antler decorations. Piety, renown. A ton of renown and piety per month. That's incredible. That's an amazing piece of furniture. The feast is beginning. And my jester is here, and he is like super awesome. We love him, in fact. Obviously, I want to put this D1 back here. Oh, look at that couch. Illustrious. What a good couch. God damn. Found that interesting fact about my daughter right after you said. I know, right? It ticked into me that I was like, wait a minute, I can't have children. Is there anything more than a good feast? Guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting, while flickering torchlight plays off the walls. Here I am calm, perhaps even sedated. The change of pace is pleasant. Lose stress. Every trait with at least one trait in common gets a bonus. Or I gain some prestige. You know what? I'll take this bonuses to opinion. Servants carrying themselves with adorned entrements, a number of proud peacocks, skinned, cooked, and stuffed, redressed in plumage. Man, I'd love to eat a peacock. I don't know if that's legal anymore, but I'm curious what a peacock tastes like. As Tadira brought his knife close to one of them, the fowl came to with a shriek. This one wasn't cooked at all. It pecked at his nose before bursting forth and screaming among the screaming and laughing guests. The peacock's escape ended soon enough as Akuzi rose from his seat and with cold efficiency grabbed it by the neck. With a twist of his hands, the loud snap made the hall fall silence. It was broken by Tadira's moans of pains as he clutched his bleeding nose. Good old prank. A good laugh prolongs life as long as you're not the butt of the joke. A flourish ends Wentak's first impassioned recital. Eyes are dried and tables thumped. Another tale, offers he. Shall I sing of how the great Ibushi Koreshava savaged foes of every description? Or Wentuk restoring his benighted name? These warfares rival those of old. Oh, my bodyguard. Doubtlessly, as the feast performers ramble on to other courts, my favorite tale will be retold many times over. The Iron Bushi or the Steel Bushi. Oh, cool. Okay. These are my two, like, accolades, right? Tales of knightly leadership. Spearmen, archers, and elephants are cheaper. Or monthly prestige per knight. Let's do the Knights of Songs. Kohira, the Iron Bushi. After many days and nights of joyous company, it's all going to be over. Everyone is pleased except for this guy who got a nose broken by a peacock. We should do this more often. Gained a level of devotion. Few candles survive after the last of the guests have left, and I can hear a pair of servants letting out sighs of relief. The food still warm on the plates. Word will reach every corner of the realm, and every noble worth their salt will know that my magnificence is unparalleled. With everyone headed home with bellies full of delicacies, I am proud to say the feast was a success. I have my wife to thank for it, but I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees the last guests off. We gain a bunch of prestige, a bunch of piety. We get great banquets. Ooh, nice. Development growth. Killer. An old fickle Philip. We're gonna go for a run with him. It didn't go very well. What a marvelous feast it was. With the promised feast still fresh in the memories of those who attended that day, the attendees of the feast are ecstatically singing my praises. I felt drunk on happiness as people cheered and worshipped at my feet. Additional benefit of keeping my promise to Motioro is that those who attended are speaking highly of my court. Court grandeur increase. Let's go. This lady with the bow is having some trouble, but I am very good at bows, so I will tell her how to make one. And more secrets. I am noticing there are less factions starting now, and all my house relations are improving after that big feast. Seems like people are beginning to understand and respect the rule of the great Godzilla. There are many more Sorios now, and the Sorios are quickly fading off. Boar tusk. I don't think I can fix you, can I? Cannot reforge artifacts without an antiquarian, but for 3 gold? You're a good wet nurse. You'd make a good master of the hunt. You would make... Oh, you're fat? I want you to be my court poet. You also appear to be blind. That's a good court poet. A blind, fat court poet. I'm a fan of that. This is my cupbearer, but none of them really like me very much. So I don't think I want them. Don't really trust them. Antiquarian, here we go. This guy. This lady. And sure, this guy is also an excellent caravan master. Now the boar tusk. Overwhelmed by stress. Damn. I was wondering if I could reforge that. What stressed me here? My spies have informed me about a hunter causing ruckus at the local tavern. Gave some maps to an unknown nobleman. Has happened. Gained 67 stress. If I don't arrest him, I'm going to get another critical stress break. So I'm going to arrest him. Good grief. I could start punching people. Godzilla does seem like he would be irritable. I wonder if I did something like a tea ceremony. Tea of the Spirit. Monthly piety 50%. Ooh, that's really nice. Would that cause me... Stress coping. Heavier is more. It's not enough. I need something bigger. Oh, I don't want to exercise with the D1. I could lift my daughter, but I have a chance to wound her. The extra challenge invigorates you. Nice. Gained good exercise. Now I can do that. I am not overwhelmed by stress, so I'm okay. Steel Bushi still needs a worthy successor. Force this guy into the court to do that. Oh, these guys all grave robbed. I see what's going on here. Can make either of my sons the co-monarch. I don't have enough spouses. Okay. Jeez, if there isn't always something. Let's just go sum of all skills at this point. Yeah, and I guess I'm going to start banging the wet nurse. Because it's not like we're going for children here. Increase development, but change faith. Invite religious exiles to settle in your countries. Throughout distant lands, exiles wanderers search at a place to call home. Of my religion or of my faith? Increasing development, but changing the faith. Increased development. This is cool. This is a new bonus here for sure. Shinto has the pluralist doctrine. Over 1,000 Shintoists exiled from the Bushidan of Owari wish to enter my realm. We're searching for a better, safer life. This guy can join us, who is a wise man. Yeah, I mean, why not? Sure. CK3, I need to play this again. Can I go live twice in one day? I missed the notification. Completely forget to turn on Twitch. I understand. I understand how it is. You can always get the Discord notification, though, if that helps you. Secondary notification there. If you sign up for the... Because we have a Go Live bot that automatically pings. And it's generally pretty good. Promised Land. Permit a group of religious exiles to settle in my realm. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, let's start changing the faith of the capital, man. Oh, absolutely. Let's do that. You have created the Yamamoto bow. Even more prowess, bonuses to hunting, advantage in forests. A fine cherry bow strung with hemp fiber, useful in hunting and war. Unfortunately, it counts as a weapon, so I'm obviously just going to use the mace. But I will give... You know what? I'm going to give this guy my bow. I want him to become even better. My court grandeur has decreased. But I think that's okay. We are way above what we even need to be right now. I'm starting to wonder, like, is there anything I can do? I could eat my cheese. It's time. Deep in the storage has had some of the most incredible cheese in the known world, slowly aging, increasing in potency, and now I will consume it. Suki Napi Koma wept. That's some good cheese. Shockingly, wasn't really that good. Only 38 stress, but I'll take it. I'd really like to do more war. Trying to figure out if there's any way for me to go about warring more. You guys have guild halls. I'm going to also give you farms and fields up here. Just spend a bunch of money making more money. Look into that. Wait until they get EU5 and this guy gets his handle on the Wisconsin cheese curds. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to do so much curding. A building in the temple grounds is burned to the ground. Monks and scholars scramble to find a new place for their work. If I could restore the temple, surely Amaterasu would bless. I'm paranoid. I would like to know how this temple got ablaze, because I don't have 370 bucks. Not sure where they want to build that either. Bugyo. Oh. You're not a very good Bugyo. Word reaches me of a great disturbance in the kunai of Kai. The earth beneath the region shakes and trembles with cracks forming on the surface. Structures have begun to topple over. Denzians grow restless, harming organizational effort. In spite of the panic, I must endeavor to minimize the damage done. An earthquake is going to strike. So this is new. This is also part of this DLC. A natural disaster has struck your realm. Let's see what you can do about it. Natural disasters have 3 situation phases: warning, impact, and recovery. As a ruler, your subjects expect you to handle the aftermath of a disaster. A foreshook. Earthquake relief. Move away armies and characters you care about, including yourself. Avoid investing heavily in the area. Save your gold to contribute to the relief effort. Great project. Mandatory contributions. Optional contributions. Damn, we're going to need a lot of money for this. But we also get legitimacy for every part of this. Court priest brings news of the recent temple burning, assuring me his investigation efforts were successful. The fire was a result of a natural occurrence. Development loss from natural disasters, minus 20%. This will not happen again. Now, I am broke, so I think for a while I'm going to have to turn on collect taxes. And hope that that actually makes a decent difference. Shrines and cash have begun to crumble near the quake, striking fear in the most faithful. Disaster demands my undivided attention. You will enter a regency until the disaster reaches the recovery phase. Contributions to the disaster will cost you 10% less while you're power sharing. Okay. Dude, I don't have any money for this. The quivers in Kai have reached the apex, wreaking havoc on your home. On the land, homes and other edifices overturn in mass. Many who attempt to flee are crushed by the rubble. The destruction triggers a devastating chain of events, with fires and civil unrest breaking out. Brave souls attempt to save those under the rubble, only to lose their own lives to the billowing smoke and fires. Kai will be ruined. Severe earthquake for the duration of reconstruction. Damn. So we are currently in the impact phase. The realm is abuzz with terror-filled rumors of the Kai earthquake. Halls and towers have fallen, burying lords in their household. The death toll is grave, even among the nobility. None of these are my nobles. The once tall and brooding walls of Kai have fallen, making it impossible to station any regiments there. Warriors are moved to safer regions, but this in turn creates vulnerability for the region. In its weakest moment, the land lies in ruin, undefended and vulnerable. Damn, dudes. These are cool events. More people have died. Not me, though. A third impact. All right. Victims of the earthquake have been making haste in finding safety, leaving their old lives behind, with few remaining to ensure. Gained exodus, holding taxes, developmental decline. Dude, that is brutal. I mean, we're going to keep going on this. Stress gain 20%. That's probably a good idea. I joined. I see the face of your leader. Oh yeah, man. This is Godzilla. Daijo Daijin, Godzilla Kaiju. He's a perfect little angel. He's a handsome old man. He's slowly becoming the shogunate as well. So, how am I doing? I'm doing very well, my dude. It's been a pleasure. Being a pleasure in here. Pharaoh, what's up, dude? How we doing? Been having a lot of fun. Really enjoying this new DLC. How you been? So smart of you to have an earthquake when it's actually you going around having a hunt. Explain that chin. I found out that you can take the chin and you could just make it go up like that. So that's what I did. I tried to make my guy have as much of a Godzilla face as possible. Like, I wanted him to have sort of a lizardy face. And this was the best I could pull off. The earth falls silent to the ground, and Kai no longer trembles. It lies in ruin with only a handful of buildings left standing. It is without question the region is a shell of its former self. All right, so now we're in the recovery phase. And we have literally no money. Keeper of Order. Direct vassal opinion plus 10. Reconstruction. What is this? Coronation in Korea? Is that something we might want to go do? While this earthquake is going on, we just flee to Korea? Be like, ooh, sorry, I had to go see Korea. Get crowned. Getting married tomorrow. Dude, that's so exciting. I'm going to a wedding this weekend for a Halloween wedding. Super happy for you, dude. Congrats. I'm gonna want pictures. Can end my regency. Oh, yes, that's right. I mean, if I do this, I would get to explore some cool stuff over here. Pick up some extra lifestyle experiences. Maybe on the way back, we could just like swing by this location. A travel time of 6 months. We'll be gone a year. I'm gonna do it. Ooh, sorry about that earthquake. I gotta go. We're out of here. I have no money to fix this problem. Congrats to Ark. Commiserations for Siren, I suppose. Regent has swung the scales of power against me. Hey, that's rude. Don't do that. I'm stirred from my relaxing trip across the great blue sea by a sudden shriek. I sprint into the stores below deck and am horrified to find a pigeon below the shredded remains of our supplies. Its feathers stretched thin against its foul, bloated belly. I would have killed it if I was not stopped by my caravan leader. Don't you know it's bad luck to kill a bird at sea? Uh-oh. A good meal or superstitions. This is a 50-50 whether or not I take a critical stress break right now. Nice. Stress goes down. Problem gets solved. My tutor is dead. Probably not a bad idea right now. Honestly, if we let a few of our court positions go empty. We have arrived at the coronation. Do I want to bear witness, piety, legitimacy, and cultural acceptance? Offer support, opinions, special relations, or alliances, seize advantage, gold, prestige, and claims, or disrupt loyalists. Reduce the coronation's magnificence, swell factions. I'm just going to bear witness. Honestly, legitimacy is kind of what we need the most, so I'm just coming over here for kicks, right? Be so lucky. We're doing it the smallest way you can, and we're not doing pictures. That's fair. Never wanted to get married, but you kind of have to legally join yourself together as far as the law goes. Just a small affair. Nah, that's fair. That's fair. We've been talking about getting married for a while here, but mostly it's just because we want to have a big party. It's not really anything more than that. We're just like, well, you know, sometimes the laws are laws. UK is not accepting common laws having all the same rights. Yeah, it really depends on like where you are. A gathering in Korea is as grand as expected. Faces familiar and foreign mingle, and I hear greetings just warm enough to be polite. When the host speaks, the room quiets out of instincts. My friends, vassals, and kin, your presence honors me more than any crown could. Until the ceremony begins, each drink and speak freely. Know I see each of you and will not forget who stood here with me today. There he is. The magistrate points at our host standing there. It's our chance. We're here to stand and witness and support his coronation. It's only fair that we get something in return. Peace to our people, cultural acceptance, piety, Yeah, the significant outcome of a bear witness intent. I want legitimacy here. He accepts my petition. We gain a bunch of legitimacy from that. I see this foreign ruler with an acknowledging nod. He steps closer. A fine day it is, wouldn't you say, Godzilla? We must certainly thank Buddha for these blessings. Revere his teaching. He declares his pride, taking a deep breath before continuing his theological dissertation. This is a coronation. This is no place for this. Let's get rid of some of that stress. Recovery ends. Oh, the recovery period lasts 14 years. Oh. But people are only allowed to do some of these. Disaster relief hero, control growth and popular opinion. Debris removal gives us keeper of order. Yeah, I really want to do this one. I can't do it until I have the money though, which sucks. So unfortunately, we're just kind of stuck. Somebody else has taken survivor recovery. Oh, we might not get the money in time. This guy takes a second chance to observe the crowd smirking. The voices of the courtiers have become a constant chirping of birds, and I have no doubt that he intends to join them. Good Daijo Daijin, he says. May I be so bold as to ask what your thoughts are on the celebration? I have no doubt that the rule will be one of love and justice. Magnificence increases. He likes me more. I'll just say long may he reign. I'm not really too worried about what's going on in Korea right now. So, he dares to wear deep bronze like a sunset samite. These colors are reserved for virtue and rank, not vanity. If I wore such a shade without sanction, I'd face censure. This robe is sanctioned. It honors rights older than our great-grandfathers. Harmony, balance, rightful rule. This is not vanity, but legitimacy. Their words slice the air, hushed but heated. I glance down at my own sleeve. The final choice is still mine, but now I wonder, what will it proclaim when I step into the hall? The Prince of Fashion. Ooh. Well, obviously, he seems like the guy I should be cozying up on. You gain 10 opinion of blank. Let's just take the prestige, honestly. Peace here in stream, but alas, we don't have it here. Yeah. No common law in the UK. Interesting. I never knew that. It's a social term, but not legal law. Crazy. When I was living in Quebec, it's like if you live with someone for 6 months, you're common law. Pretty much no matter what. It was like you're instantly married at 6 months, which is hilarious. And common law in Quebec is like very, very... It's basically the same as being married. Yeah, it's crazy. They just extend it. But they also, like, you know, you're not, like, forced to... you're not forced by the government to, like, declare it or whatever, so... BC common law is legal, has the same rights as marriage. Yeah. Same in Quebec. Newfoundland, it's not so much, so... The Great Ceremonial Assembly now awaits cheers and exaltations, blah, 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 blah. It's a respectable coronation so far. Going pretty well. Until the Bhikkhus, the Sealand nobility, and the common people have acted their customary part, they are no true Gugwang. His rule cannot be without the acceptance of all of them. First, the priests, to honor the holy rites. The vassals step forward to supplicate themselves. Okay. Not too worried about everything going on in Korea right now. Here goes to Buddha. The rite is done. This is really just a little side quest we're on. My rule will be remembered. Let's see if he can live up to the expectations. He is just like a kid, right? Yeah, he's 15. And now the feast. Let the tables be filled, the cups be raised. Finally, the ceremony is over with. I listened to him carelessly reveal all manners of things. Distracted by trying to get one last drop from his cup, he's oblivious to how careful I'm paying attention. Once he realizes, he starts getting up. I'm not rambling. I learn about his secrets. Ooh. Lovers in a dangerous time. Libby, hello. Welcome. Welcome. Just finished up Baldur's Gate 3 co-op. Nice. Canada, it's legally binding. One can declare common law retroactively after the relationship ends. I didn't know that. Cool. 2 years out there unless it got shortened. Yeah, it does depend on every province has like different laws regarding it. So retroactive part is what gets me. One party can leave and sue for alimony or palimony. Interesting. Interesting. This guy reveals a secret that's been burdening him. He's had intimate relations. Let's just be dreadful. I love being dreadful. Just staring at people and scaring them. It's what Godzilla does best. I made friends with some guy. He goes on and on about military strategies. You can have interesting conversation for 10 years, or we go closer to forming a friendship. We'll have interesting conversations. I don't want to be friends with any of these people. I'm here simply to look for more food. This guy slaps me on the back. He says, I'll do anything you ask me. Anything at all. Ask me and it's done. Gain a weak hook. Is this just like some... random guy over here in... Oh, this is like the North Korean ruler. Wow, I love his spouse regent's outfit and makeup. I'll just make friends. I don't need those hooks. Listen intently to this guy rambling. Even more, I learn of a murder secret. And I believe we've hit a grand coronation now. I'm missing 50 more bucks. 2 more months. The celebration has ended. I've worked tirelessly to promote the glory and foster the grandness of the coronation. The guests are flush with the inspiration of what they have witnessed. Fitting start for my reign as a Daijo Daijin. This seems like that's not the right text. Do I get anything from this? We're very close to getting legitimacy for. Grand tour. I still can hold a funeral. But I think we're going to go with disaster reliefs. I feel like while an entire region is ruined by an earthquake, it seems a bit out of touch to just hold a funeral for one person. I am fluent in Korean. I forgot I was fluent in Korean. Wow, we learned that at a very young age. All right, well, we're going to visit this little temple. And then we'll pop on back to see. Damn you. Damn them all. They funded the relief. I either get 59 stress because I'm paranoid or 59 stress because I'm brave. We'll investigate. We find nothing. We also lose 75 prestige. Stupid wrecked pirate ships. Bare naked ladies quote on a Canadian stream. It's a bingo for you. Only seems proper, right? So this is going to start recovery now in 2 months, it just said. Oh, and I can't contribute. All right, well, I mean... Heck. At least the rest of Japan came together to fix it. I don't care about these people. Mothra! My daughter has died of cancer. Oh, she had cancer a long time ago. Oh, man. We got another critical break, though. And no way out of it. I am overwhelmed by stress again. The recent disaster that afflicted our land left damage that will take generations to mend. A wound felt across the land inflicted on nobles and commoners alike. We bound together to honor those who lost their lives and restore their cities and towns. A victory against nature. All right, well, you know what? At least we learned some things. My poet is inspired. And this guy also wants to make an urn. Can I... If you're inspired, will you make something? No, it doesn't seem to be. Alright, well. C'est la vie. In Age of Wonders, you created a Reaver faction, Paladins and Pyre Templars, with guns and cannons in the back, Faith Steel and gunpowder. Oh, I love that. Lady in a light dress with a rifle, made an elitist hero. Gave her a female battle saint, so a redhead with an orc body, halberd, and paladin's armor. Both waifus need to be in the pantheon. Yeah, we've had some... Our guy's been he's had a pretty stressful life. But now that we're home, we can forget about things because the jester told us a joke about feathers. And we can... train for tournaments. Commission artifacts. Designate a guardian. That might as well be me. Negotiate an alliance with my grandson-in-law. This is the guy who actually owns Kai. He will not join my block, though, because he's a different form of government. Yeah. I think I'll just pardon that vassal. No longer overwhelmed by stress. If I could, I'd like to go on a hunt. Or I could hold a funeral for my daughter. Which would probably get us the rest of the legitimacy we need. It's just we need to go on one more hunt to get this boost here. Which will give us, well, it'll give us a small boost to health. We'll go from tiny to small. Oh, there goes my voice. I kind of love when a voice does that. It just gives up halfway through a sentence. There's something quite humorous about it. All right, I tell you what. We're going to start also bestowing royal favor on the stallion. Strong, athletic, and often looked at with longing eyes. Our son, Rodan. You want some inspiration? How about I just tell you about stuff? Because I'm smart and I have big brains. Big Godzilla brains. All these places are building up nicely. I could expand this hill fort. And I think I will. A hunt. That's all we needed. Now I don't have to go host my own hunt. No need for a dedication on this. I feel like there's a lot of war going on in Japan that I am just like not part of, but I think it's because of the Ritsorios all being like destroyed. We'll do recreation on this hunt. We kind of need the stress relief. Right? Like the Soryo government is becoming much, much stronger and much, much bigger. I think the next thing is just going to be figuring out like which other Soryos to bring into the block. Some of these guys are not very strong. These guys are strong. These guys are strong. These guys are strong. These guys are kind of weak. They're all mostly garbage houses. We're going to hawk a goose. Hawk? That's not the kind of hunting I wanted. That's falconing. Oh no, Yamamoto boils. All right, they're way up here. Sorry, Yamato boils. We're gonna let the birds out. We're gonna whip our birds out. Fake voice confirmed. Can't hold it forever. Oh no! I hate how we keep getting notifications to be like, these two soulmates got caught having sex. Having a bang. Like, I don't care about that. Well, that was a terrible hunt. We did falconing as well, which is not what I cared about. This guy wants to fight me, so I'm going to beat the tar out of him. And then he can come work for me. Also, every time I beat the tar out of someone, my physician is able to patch them up. Which is very handy. She's becoming a better physician over time. Oh, cool. I didn't know this guy could also train his stewardship. Chance to improve an equipped artifact. What? Do that. That's a good deal. We're back home. How are these boils doing? Well, they're not too bad yet. They are spreading, but slowly. $290 for a hunt. Yeah. You're building, you're building, you're maxed out. You're building, you're maxed out, you're maxed out. You're maxed out. Like, unless I decide I want to build something new, but I also need a ton of money for that. Kitty cat bribery successful at removing grudges. Think they'd stop having sex in the public square. I mean, yeah, it's definitely one way to draw some attention to yourself, right? You're right. I still did lose stress from that hunt, and that was valuable. Ooh. An urn. Made of clay and encircled with depictions of mythological beasts. Pedestal, pedestal, pedestal. I guess let's put it next to me. The Godzilla urn. I like that it's Godzilla's urn and it's like covered with mythological beasts. It does feel appropriate. Who are these dweebs fighting here? Oh yeah, this is literally just the Sorios taking over. We've planted garden and vegetable plantations. Oh, the upgraded manor house. Nice. Okay, we could expand this crop field, but right now I think I would like to finish this hunting deal. We'll go for a regular hunt. Stag sightings. Ooh. Sure. I like that I can go anywhere I want to do this. More prestige on completion. Better success chance. Oh, we can also do this for cheaper. Yeah, we'll do it for cheaper. I'd rather be cheap about this. Make our way up. Do martial contests. Ooh, I lost a duel. There goes all that money I saved. Did the quake get fixed? Yeah, it honestly, all the other lords just came together and paid all the recovery fees. I didn't have to do anything. Which was quite nice. Massive chopping block in the middle of a logging camp has seen much use. Looks like it's always been there before man walked this earth. My shoulders are tensed and my forearm trembles slightly from the built-up stress as I approach the magnificent wooden trunk. I put a piece of discarded timber on the podium and in one swift motion I raise my axe. It's great stress removal here. Chance that I take my leg off. No, but I do get sore muscles. For 5 years. Damn. I guess, man, when you're 74 and you decide to chop a bunch of wood, that could give you sore muscles for 5 years. We have a base 50% chance of succeeding in this hunt, so we should be able to build that up quite a bit. We've almost converted the capital. I think I should probably put you back on increasing development. And I hate to say it, but I think it has to go in the capital now, too. Now that that's, like, no longer our, like, primary territory or whatever. Did she have Kenai? Alright. Sore muscles for 5 years. Dude needs to back it off a little bit, right? Just a bit. We're definitely going for the stag. There was a stag sighted here, so. Any idea when the achievements for this DLC show up? Or are you tripping and missing something? They're there. As far as I'm aware, I thought we've unlocked a few of them. We for sure have. Yeah. Because I have one that's like, adopt Soryo government as a Soryo ruler. Saying, yes, I need my samurai. So it certainly exists. Hey, I thought there was a stag over here, and there's just these two people banging. Get up. The beast is nearby. Like how I don't care that they're banging. I'm just like, we're here to hunt. Pay the Japanese a lot. They may be able to recede the whole thing. It is Godzilla. Those are probably really big muscles, right? You need your participation certificate to prove your worth. Give achievements. Are you playing on Iron Man mode? Because I don't think achievements work unless you're playing on Iron Man. The beast with two backs. A lovely day for a hunt, which means it's a nice day to be outside. As I fill my lungs with fresh air, I spot in the distance what can only be a gift or nature's dedication to Suko no Bikona. So many useful herbs and beautiful flowers, but I'm here to hunt. A pressed orchard. No, I'm going to keep up with appearances. Gain some hunter's traits. Boost us up to 80%. And then attempt to corner the stag with a spear. I don't need to kill it myself. Like all game, the slippery stag has many tricks, blenches, and ruses that can fool an experienced hunter. My vassal has halted the party. The male has been standing perfectly still in the dense trees, unflinchingly getting behind us, even under the dog's nose. There's no agreement over which course to follow, and each moment we tarry puts us further from our prize. Patience. This should be easy to solve. I'm a good hunter, so... You think you find the scent. Success chance decreases. Oh, wow. We low rolled. But we increased hunter experience, which probably means... Nope, still not maxed. After hours of riding, we finally corner it. It's not been in vain. So we can just shoot it. We've got a bow. Yeah, I don't like this 11% chance to die. I don't really need all that prestige. I aim to keep the party... I take aim as the party keep the exhausted animal in place, exhale, and loose. It strikes true straight into the beast's heart. As tempting as it is to 1v1 a stag, there's really no need. Nothing quite like the thrill of bringing down a mighty beast. I will become the owner of Stag. No, I don't think I will. We have better artifacts than this. So I think I will give my son Stag. And we will hit level 2 in Hunter. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, apparently I got Stag. Oh no, something I had broke. Maybe my cheese? I'm not sure. A new character has ascended to the throne. His brother. Looks like he finally died from his wounds. Oh, damn. After I put him in jail, he became improvident, infirm, and wounded. Ceremonial monarch. We are quarreling. And he doesn't like me because I'm very scaly. I mean, that's kind of fair. I'm going to see if I can get him to convert to our religion, because I do feel like that would be wise. He wants a weak hook on me. But he will convert everyone in his family. I'm going to allow that. I don't know what he can use a favor hook for. Hopefully nothing serious, so. Are you on Bronze Man or Iron Man? Bronze Man also works for CK3. I don't even know what Bronze Man is, right? I always play on Iron Man. Yeah. Are available without Iron Man unless something changed in the DLC. There's some game settings that's disable them though. Okay. There should be a start. Right. When you start, it should say whether or not achievements are enabled. Sorry, I guess I thought it was Iron Man that just did that, but it might be other things. Quick humble question. If you don't get the keys from the monthly bundle before month's end, do you lose them or are they always in your account? They're always in your account. That's how we have that huge giveaway list. Check the checksum, verify file integrity. Yep. Normal mode, Bronze Man mode, and Iron Man mode. Yeah, I've never heard of Bronze Man before. Can potentially negotiate with your grandson-in-law. Oh! My granddaughter is married to the Chrysanthemum throne. Rodan's daughter married the new emperor and had a kid. Yeah. Oh, sick. So she's my great granddaughter. That's nice to see. I love that for us. This guy is still like belligerent, minor landholders, zealots, glory hounds. I want to figure out how to like set him as my heir. And I think the only way to do it would be to kill Rodan, the stallion. I'd rather skip him and go straight to him, even though this guy is giant. This guy's just a better at combat. Though, wow, not by much. He's only 1 prowess in difference. You are ambitious, brave, and lustful. You are brave, wrathful, and fickle. You have 20 martial. Yeah, honestly, this could go either way. Oh, it's because you're robust and a giant. That's why you're so good at beating stuff up. I love how, like, I am the repulsive and my son is the stallion. Like, I'm the most disgusting thing in Japan and my son is like, everybody wants to bang him. Feels bad, man. Petition the Tenyo. For what? Prestige, I guess? How dare you? Just a moment, please. How dare you, grandson? Why, if I could absolutely betray you, I would. Wants to restore the ceremonial monarch to power. It's the most esteemed bloodline in a realm, and other houses will gain prestige for marrying with them. The connection strongly influenced the succession of the ruling regent. The monarch may take back true power if they somehow regain the primary title of the realm, such as a faction demand or competing for the ruling regent using influence. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize you could do that. Do we have anybody else in here? Let's put you in as a tutor. Chronicler. Cupbearer. Bodyguard. Personal champion. Vassal and Bushi. I just don't like any of these. None of these personal champions are good enough for me. This guy is gallant, but he's also a rake. He's brave, lustful, and calm. He would give me a bunch of prestige per month. You know what? All right, we'll do it. We have one prisoner in here. He's club-footed and inapathetic. Can we do a public execution? Popular opinion. All my guests lose a little bit of opinion, but my popular opinion goes up and I get control. Why don't we do that? Let's execute this guy. Executed for having a club foot. What's the charge? A succulent Japanese meal? Gamera has been murdered. Damn, dude, my sons are dropping like flies. 2 sons, Gamera, Ghidorah, and Mothra, all dead. Godzilla is outliving everybody right now. Often have to restart Steam after DLC is released once you've installed weird issues. Yeah. Kind of perma sleep mode, never turning the PC off type of guys. Yes, yeah, I'm like that a lot too. Turning it off and on again feels so early 2000s. Sometimes it's just like closing the game and rebooting it, and then suddenly you'll get like a flood of achievements. Which of my alliances have expired? Is my block still really strong? I mean, yeah, it is. Absolutely it is. The Ritsurio are continuing to be like slowly wiped out by feudal warlords. Kokushi Yuchiguchi, my vassal. Claim the throne. Ooh, you dirty rat. Act of tyranny. What, I can't do anything about this? I know that this guy is scheming. All right, well, good luck to me. My benevolent antiquarian looks after my treasury well. The items are kept clean and dusted, and she's always ready to tip it to offer any curious or not so curious guest. With responsibility for all the treasures of the Japanese court, her time is understandably stretched, so she asks me, are there any objects you think need particular attention? My boar tusk, my antlers, or attentive courtier. Artifact decay minus 10%. I mean, I could fix up those boar tusks. Yeah. This boar tusk could use some repairs. Keep it around a little bit longer. Why not? My food taster has died. I guess let's upgrade these farms just to make me more money. I'm trying to keep like 150, 200 bucks in the bank wherever I can here now. Person who works in IT, I can guarantee it's not gone out of fashion at all yet. Sunday in the town square. Executions for all ages. Come on down. We've got the drop rope. We've got the iron bull. We've got stockades with plenty of tomatoes. Everything you could possibly want, really. Yay! We converted the capital. Huzzah. I don't know what to get rid of next. I guess let's go with Yamamoto's land. We can hold court, but also there's a hunt. But also that hunt is really far away, so I think I'm just going to hold court. This guy approaches with straighter posture than normal. Are you the guy trying to kill me? There's too much to celebrate under your rule. Allow me to pay for the expenses of your next feast. I don't really want to have a feast, but I guess I'll accept. Why I'm doing this to give them favor hooks, I have no idea. Back on my grandfather's day, the Cooper put up a fence along the Reaver's wife's field, and now it's fallen to bits, and of course the grandson wants nothing to do with it. Oh, this is just some frightful peasant? Laugh at me to the gallows. New court jester. Who's this guy? My Bugyo. Oh, I don't like this Bugyo. This Bugyo actually fired my court jester and stole this rule. So I'm gonna have him go fix that problem for me. Two of my vassals, Rodan and Canary, who I think is my son-in-law. Their voices do not sing in harmony today. I've come here to present the great and the good, to put Canary to rights. Ancient noble families of the administration stretch the remit of your privileges more and more each year, while we grow soft and ripe for our ever-plotting enemies' designs. You are both invaluable subjects. Or, ooh, every courtly vassal loses 15 opinion of you? How do I get that to work? Either 51 vassals lose 15 opinion, or 19 vassals lose 15 opinion. I'm going to say the noble's ancient rights go before all others. My business here is done. Tuxedo mask away. Professional desktop need not one of those poser laptop normies. Leaving laptops on your bed. Oh, yeah. Clogging the fans from leaving that stuff on your bed is really, really bad. I guess we have to have a feast, unfortunately. Cannot be hosted for 17 days. Wow, that guy really timed it. Let us feast in the capital. We will do it for recreation. And we will honor... Let's honor the Emperor, the ceremonial monarch. That seems kind of cheeky. Now, do I want the prestige? Or do I want to make all those courtly vassals really like me? I know that there are 51 courtly vassals right now, so I kind of feel like maybe we should hold a feast for them. Just trying to keep this place together. It's nonsense, right? Years of rage trying to explain to her sister that she turned it off once in a while, even put it on a desk. She would not feel the need of a new laptop every couple of years. Yeah. You can also just get it cleaned. But one sporty sister I have poured 2 Capri Suns into the Wii U. Dude, the Wii U does not need Capri Suns. That is not what the Wii U needs. Do you have a successor? You don't. I need to seek worthy accolades. I also need a new brewmaster. And I also need a new musician and a new food taster. Well, you're a good musician. God, I could have reduced the cost of that feast by so much here right now. My physician will also be my brewmaster. You will also be my food taster. We've created the better simple earthworks there. You guys are building patty farms. All right. Things feel very calm after becoming the de facto ruler of Japan. Like, once I became Regent family, things definitely calmed down a bit. The honorary guest enjoys fine cheese. Good. We'll try to mingle with people who like us. There goes our master of the horse. There goes a bunch of our block. Disaster strikes. All of the wine has gone bad. Fine. House Ihara. Oh, they own this territory. Okay. What became an ordinary feast was exceptional thanks to the process of the lion. The presence of the lion. What a good evening it was. And I don't have a Thai show anymore. I mean, I know these guys are powerful vassals, but they're really bad Thai shows, so. This guy is my grandson. So I'm gonna make it him. Have him keep working on managing the royal guards. These guys are banging. Classic. A servant forgot to lock the gate and Yoka is outside with a dog and she's like, I hate that dog. And I'm like, yeah, I hate that dog. Go nuts. What are you good at? Stewardship and learning. You already have that focus. We'll keep you on learning. We have to do a toast to the ceremonial monarch. We gotta highly esteem him. Address the fool of the honor. Yeah, I'm gonna suck up to the monarch right now. You know, I feel like we jailed his brother for so long. We might as well make some friends this time around. Great, and this is done. Easy peasy. Let's get out of here. We are at the proper ruler level now. So to do the shogunate, all we need is the powerful ministries law. To which we need royal prerogative innovation, and then I can just do it. I don't suppose there's any way this is sped up, is it? 36 years left. if I go to the Silk Road... Is it possible I could get that buffed? No! Rodan the Stallion was skewered on a stag's antlers, dude. He didn't deserve this. But the very good news about that is that now we're going to play as a son. Kaiju Destroyer, 22 years old. Made for battle. You look tired, Lord Regent. I know the cure for that. A book called Travels to Jerusalem. Oh, I do love honeycomb sesame cake. We can become friends with our court jester. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. We need a new spy master. These guys are not. These guys are like extremely good at intrigue, but they don't particularly like me. They are schemers. Deceitful, patient, cynical, deceitful, shy, and paranoid. This guy's not bad. This guy does like us. He's more of a seducer. I'll let him in there. Do we have a better Bugyo? Oh, this guy's locked in there for 3 more years. I see how it is. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I also wanted to see in our court the ceremonious ethos. Oh, it's the cultural ethos. So we can be scholarly or diplomatic. I mean, I feel like scholarly is the way to go. We can reform Yamato. Aha. Rulers can adopt administrative government types as kings, as well as when they're emperors. More mercenary companies. Bellicose. This costs 20,000 prestige to change the ethos. Rice cultivators. Better bonuses for terraced hills. Just wondering if there's anything sort of new in here we haven't seen. Obviously, like, Fragile Peace is going to get replaced. It's not like we have the ability to do this right now, but could be very xenophilic. Yeah. Nothing too crazy in here. We have Yashima. Bonuses for mountains and forests. Interesting. And then we have those warrior monks as well. Characters with adulterer and fornicator are always fully accepted. That's very fun. We don't like hybrid cultures. And we can always do board games. I mean, basically these are all like unique for Japan, so we can just let them cruise through. Nice, and we have an acclaimed guy here now too. Force him in there. Surfing your laptop probably makes it to grade, right? How old are we now? Oh man, we're 75. We're getting up there. I do kind of hope that we die in combat still, but I think we're going to just retreat back into the sea. I could have so many more of these men-at-arms. Celibate, learning, high almoner. 1.9 from learning. I don't want to be in a situation where I can't afford to keep these warrior monks. If I actually raise them, it basically bankrupts me even where I am. So I don't think I'm going to build any more warrior monks. We could build pikemen. What counters archer cavalry? Pikemen? No. Bowmen? No. Nothing? Nothing counters archer cavalry. You want to form a brooch for 61 bucks. Done. Questions about that? Surfing the web? Yeah. 75 and 924 would have made you almost immortal. It does kind of feel like that, right? Is this a real hunt? Or is this some sort of bogus hunt? This is with my grandson. I gotta go to my grandson's hunt. Like, that's my heir who wants to do a hunt here. Arriving sometime before nightfall in the farmer states of Owari, this guy plays the role of a most gracious host tending to all of our needs. A feast is hosted in my honor, and the Huangjiao figuratively keeps flowing. Excuse me. Morning after, I'm said, we enjoyed hosting you, and this shindig will warm us forward. Do we tax him? Beverage tax. Who is this guy? He's nobody. Holding taxes, but popular. Dude, I'm gonna, yeah, give me more taxes. Thank you for hosting me. I'm very grateful that you hosted me. Now, give me some taxes. And you, I need to bestow royal favor on Kaiju Destroyer. And honestly, like, part of me is also saying, like, should I... grant him... I'd like to grant him a court position. You'd actually be a better Taisho, so... Is this guy a powerful vassal? No, this is my grandson. Sorry, homie. You're going to be upsetty spaghetti at me, but I don't care. And I think I'm just going to have him go around and start increasing control. See if we can get some stuff in order here. It doesn't really seem like we need to do much of these other options, so... I was hoping I could give him that special regency thing. But I don't seem to be able to. Does he only own this one province? He also owns Swo down here, where you have a small harbor, a hill fort, and a bunch of empty holdings. Interesting. Here you have this hill fort. Do you own this as well? No, you gave this away. Unbelievable. Okay, it's two. You're like your brother, though. He's got a bunch of economic buildings that he could be upgrading. So I'm going to let him do that. Might die in battle with your own bed trying to get out of it. Some clergy members in England that lived there in the 80s. Trick is being rich and not having to fight or give birth. Dowager noble women sometimes live for quite a long time, right? Stat about the heartbeat was getting it to 10. If you could make it to 10, you had pretty good odds of making it into your 50s. Oh, I like that. Just got to survive till you're 10 years old, and if so, you're probably turned 50. I mean, I feel like that's still probably the case. We're going to work on slaying the beast. Oh, look at this. Even the ceremonial emperor is here. The gang is all here for this hunt. This guy. Thank you. These do not seem to level up easily. You have one troop, so I don't think I want to form an alliance with you. Seems relatively unnecessary. And then all of these vassals don't really like generate much of use. Yeah, I don't know that I really want to like imply more levies on them. Because if something bad happens, like they're all going to come to my aid anyway. Who's this dweeb? We could gain a blooming garden. Stock her some medicine. Just tell him to get back on his horse. This is my grandson's hunt. I need it to go well. The volume of the game is really starting to glitch out at this point. Do we want to dedicate this to anybody? Yeah, sure. You know what, man? We'll dedicate it to our wife. Grab that little bit of extra piety there. Destroya wants to attempt to surprise the stag with a bow. Fugishi block disbanded. Despite our best efforts, we were unable to get close. Boo. Bad hunt. You have disgraced me, child. Is there a hole in my face? I feel like I can see through my guy's skull at this point. A bit worrisome. What do you need? You want money. All right, you can have it. Get me a better artifact. Gojo has left the block. Wow. Because of a generous gold bribe. The fields of Owari are a sight to behold. Every crop in bloom, every leaf green, every stem luscious. I quietly tracked down the source of the verdancy and a man standing in the field, Master Kajiyusa. My knowledge of gardening is vast, incomparably vast, so stay a while and listen. Do I have gardener? I guess not. Nice. I'll take that. Start increasing my domain holdings. Trying to get my stewardship up enough that I could do this. Above maximum -3. Maximum domain limit 3. Can I never have above my maximum domain limit? I mean, I guess that must be what maximum means. Okay, you also want to play board games with me, so sure. You're really bad at intrigue. You're also kind of bad at learning, though. I'm going to do the rules. Some swords. And then the rules again. And then the swords again. And then I'll win the game. And I'd say, I'd love to play again sometime. Damn. My sons hate it when I win. This is the same thing that happened last time. A Jurchen poet is traveling through my lands and approaches me with a Japonic text. I heard tale of your rich poetry tradition, but I cannot decipher your people's writing. Fetch him a tutor. What are you, a poet? Yeah, I could just learn Tungusic. For 59 stress. Sure, man. I love that my guy is apparently just that smart. Now, the inspiration. My friends and I hear of a wonderful brooch being made and wish to donate to your metalsmith. It would deeply honor us. Great. Thank you. I'm going to perform a tea ceremony here and get tea for the mind. Stress gain and stress loss. Nice. For 5 years. We're in good shape. Do not the exact ins and outs, but Jaman's domain limit is very small. Yeah, it does seem to be the case. I just don't want to give up any of my territory. Like, where am I going to put all my men-at-arms if I do? I imagine if I can increase this. Everyone approves of having powerful vassals. Yeah, I think manor reform is still smart. Because our manor is already maxed out. So this means more people are forced to focus on the land. A grand tournament. Hamlets are constructed in Nakashima, increasing our rice fields here. We could upgrade the bastion and curtain walls. And I don't really see a reason not to. This tournament is got duels and wrestling. Finally, somebody is making what I want it to be. We're going to train for this tournament. 100% chance it works. And then we're going to join this tournament. And we're going to win this tournament. We're going to win everything in this tournament, or I am not Godzilla. Hopefully the rest of Ono won't be as rotten as Kukushimori, but we should still be wary of what goes down in the lion's den. I guess we don't like this guy. He's our royal architect. We have a traveling troupe of entertainers, puppet shows, dancing, and song. My daughter seems to like him and is delightfully enthralled by one jester in particular. Should I spend some more time with my daughter? Yeah, I guess. Why not? It always pays off to be a good dad in Crusader Kings. We have arrived at the tournament. There is no time to lose. My goal is to win this tournament. Make no mistake. I'm guaranteed to qualify. If I am to compete in the duel contest, I must ensure I will qualify. The locale's open in 3 days. So, the tournament ground increases my progress to victory. The tavern reduces stress. Village, popular stuff. Faith, we can get other contestants and sabotage them. Or we can maintain my artifacts, get new clothes, or improve my weaponry. I'd love to get, like, a suit of armor. I bet I could find one here. This guy says, can I be of health? Of help. Again, superstitious and... Ugh. Show me expert techniques. Can you improve my mace? I could put 2 more prowess on my mace, so this would be a 10 prowess mace. But I would get a critical stress break because I'm paranoid. Damn, dude. I'm gonna do that, though. You've gained a stress level. My foot contest aptitude is extremely high, and that's what both of these contests are. Nothing else we can do in the meantime. We simply have to wait. An inspiration of the highest quality. I'm going to lose some stress, be tyrannical, and just take whatever I need to make that brooch better. Fix my stress problems, easy peasy. Probably has something to do with trying to keep Japan full of smaller lords that make factions, keep the domain limit being small that keeps going. Yeah, I mean, it definitely fits the zone, you know? Let's pop into the tournament grounds. A passage of arms. If any able-bodied bushi wish to pass, let them face me. Now that there's a bushi. I don't really know if that helped me at all, but it did give me some prestige, so. Yamato brooch. This is lovely. Can I actually wear it, though? Yes! I thought she was making me regalia. But, you know, we'll take what we can. It's still a good brooch. Work out a little stress here in a duel. Do some wrestling. It'll be a good time. Make a visit the artisan's quarters again. I'm a bit scared about doing this based on how things just went. I could visit the tavern, but I feel like that's going to also screw up my ability to fight. We're going to go to the artisan's quarters. I'm watching them smith a new weapon when I hear a small but noticeable clang and spy my wife crouching behind a small table. Her purpose becomes clear. Her eyes roam over the sinewy arms as sweat runs in rivulets across his knotted muscles. It's clear that her flush isn't from the heat. Oh my goodness. We're leaving here. I go to the artisan quarter. My wife is just trying to bang the smith. I mean, I can't really blame her, but a snake at court. I don't really care about this. Everyone in my court is just going at it all the time. All right, the duel has begun. The contests, the varied pitches and volumes of the crowd leave no question as to the favorites. My champion and I will show these boars what's what. Dude, I feel like this guy's the favored contestant. My personal champion and my vassal. But I am in here. I want to place a bet on myself. Apparently I can't. Well, all right. I'm gonna bet on my my champion then. All of these guys are better than me. I don't want to cheat. We'll fight fair. The grate of steel on steel rings around the area as Norimoto and I strike at each other. He steps back and I follow. Another sonorous crash of our blade sends vibrations up our arm. His foot slide and I shove a shoulder into his sternum, sending him sprawling. He's slow to recover and suddenly my mind flits back to the training manuals I spent hours learning from. The fanciful things they suggested doing should a clear advantage appear. Almost unconsciously, I start unscrewing the pommel of my weapon. Use the pommel as a missile. A roguish duelist. Or kick a man while they're down. Score increases minutely. My score increases moderately. Roguish duelist is kind of nice. It gives me another +1 prowess. Ended rightly, but this guy would be like really upset at me. I'm just gonna kick him while he's down. Have at thee, blackguard. A screeching chorus of metal on metal rings out as two blades scrape at each other's lengths. The duel is so close its victor could be either of us. We advance on each other once more. Both battered and tired, there can only be one winner. Now, the worst part about this is it's always like a combined thing. I must remember my training. It seems to be my best bet. Prowess and martial challenge. Our score increases moderately if I succeed. It looks like it did okay, but this looks like we got beaten. Yeah. A sonorous blow rings out as my weapon glances off a helmet, my opponent staggering backwards in a daze. How did I lose to this guy? He's got 3 martial and 12 prowess. I have 27 martial and 17 prowess. Old age. Minus 31. Damn, that is new for sure. He changes tax and I sense the end is near. I did not realize that. I'm still stronger than him, but he knocks me out. The bout between Toshu and Toshu have been decided. Or Shigemori and Tsunko. I guess my champion got beat. There goes my bet. What a bust. The semifinals. Who comes out the winner here? That's the real question. Takanori is through to the finals. Hirohira. The ends of the duels. Man, I can't believe we got wiped out that early. Is our giant still alive? He is, shockingly. But he is very old. Hirohira and Takanori has been decided. Both made good showings, but Hirohira was declared the clear winner by a resounding judgment. Or my caravan master. Good for him. Don't mess with Japanese bushi. My champion hardly lived up to his name. I gained duelist, but I lost 40 bucks. Well, let's go back to the tournament grounds. These two are like fighting each other, doing fancy moves. I could study their techniques. Yes, let's do that. Score increases moderately. If all things go well. Yes, inspired by the wrestlers. Godzilla never dies, right? If you go down the martial line of the family thing, why can't I think of what it's called? You spend renown on, level it up all the way. It gets rid of the old age debuff. Ah. This guy says, if you got the gold, I got the steel. I could sharpen my blade. I could put +8 prowess on my mouse temporarily. But only for the tournament. I can give it a piety buff, a prestige buff. I'm just going to sharpen it for this fight. See if it's enough to get us through to some victory. Yeah, like we are really good at doing all these things. I could get drunk. Chance to wound them both. Chance to get a wicked hangover. Yeah, let's just drink with them. See how it goes as the wrestling contest begins. My champion is also here, but honestly, I don't think I want to bet any money on him. I'm ready. The weakest wink. Arm tightens around my skull and I answer it with a vicious elbow to Takanori's stomach. I escape his grasp and go for a grapple of my own. We lock arms entangled, breathing heavily. I noticed the ghost of a smile pass over my opponent's face. What is he smiling about? Ow, my eye! His thumb is firmly in my eye socket and takes a mighty strike to the face to get him away from me. I stagger backwards, hands over my damaged eye, my blurry opponent pacing towards me. We're playing like that, are we? Oh, because I'm wrathful. I can gain some stress and give him blurry vision, which decreases your learn language. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm wrathful. Let's also stab him in the eye. I cuff the red rivulet off my forehead. Consider the fight so far. I'm winning. I just need to hang on for victory. This is pretty good. The liver looks vulnerable. Buff, buff, buff. Wrestling. Moments later, I catch him off guard. I don't waste the opportunity. We grab him about the waist and throw him towards the edge where he sprawls out of the ring. We're through the first round. The quarterfinals. Now, my champion also passed through to the quarterfinals. Along with some other people. I don't know who they are. I can just like force this guy to default. My prowess feels like it is back up a lot. It's back to 30. Looking worse and worse every day. Then she changed. She started to look better and better, all because she stopped going to the doctor and started to go to a smith. Managed to lose prestige for poking an old man in the eye, still losing the match. I know, right? You know what? We're gonna fight these fair and square. Shigemori lands on me hard as his grapple sends me toppling to the ground. We both struggle for a better position, attempt to flip him off me. He's trying to capitalize on the opening. My free hand grasps for something. Half blinded by the dirt, I can feel air and then the fabric of wrestling clothing, and then suddenly a buttocks? If I don't do something, this bout is as good as lost. My thumb unfurls from its fists. You gain the nickname the Dirty. Oh, kick him in the butt. Godzilla the Dirty? Every close family member loses opinion of you? No, if I lose, I'm gonna lose with honor. We still have a pretty good chance of winning this, so. Let's go for that labor. It worked last time. Looks like it works again. Yeah. 78-year-old wrestling young fellows. Yeah. He's Godzilla. Of course he is. I catch him off guard, don't waste the opportunity, and I throw him out the ring. My champion gets kicked out. We are in the finale. Chika Yoshi, 13 prestige versus my 30. I can do this. I love that I can just be like, you have to back out. But if we're starting at 72%, I feel pretty good. Cuffing some dirt away from my eyes, I stand steady myself as hoots and hollers of the crowd rain around me. He's a little way away, the pair of us having disengaged briefly to catch our breaths. Baying of the spectators quiets as we begin to circle each other. One wrong move could end this fight in an instant. I notice a small puff of dust being thrown up under his right foot every time he takes a step. It's almost like he's limping slightly. 74% chance his leg is injured. Or 25% chance he was bluffing. I have you now. Nice. Your score increases moderately. It doesn't look like it did, though. I'm winning. I need to hang on for victory. We'll go for that liver, man. The old liver. Yes. Let's go. We might have lost the duels immediately, but we won the wrestling. Yeet him out of the ring. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamors, competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over and someone's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, Daijo Daijin Godzilla has beaten Toshu Chikayoshi in the final. Godzilla is our winner. There are none in Ichizen that can match my skill. My champion did not live up to its name. I get some prestige, some gold. I get a accomplished grappler. Huge health boost for 5 years. And we win a prize. Hot diggity dog. I won a prize bowl. Hey, that's not bad. Tohu Hero's superiority with the blade got a prize, and I fulfilled my goal. So he won a mace. Oh, well, that's fine. I already have a mace. And we win a fancy bowl that we can put in the court. Go. Let's decorate the place. Prized bowl. Nothing too fancy, right? The Naruto butt stab. It's Kancho. It even has a Wikipedia page. Yes. Where I live, we grew up just calling it the worm. 5 years of health boost is huge at this age, yeah. I got stress to spare. 251 days. Wow, we were away for a while there. Nice. They improved my earn, so now it also gives development growth. We are healthy. There's another medium boost to our health. Dude, we're not just fine at 77. We are in good health. We are super healthy. Godzilla ain't going down any day. Can't lose. That's the rule. We are also like a pretty well-developed nation, at least in our capital. Yamato is doing a bit better, but well, I don't care about that. My goal right now is if I can get to 5,000 prestige, we could buff this strength, giving us more men-at-arms regiments and more damage to our armies. And I think I'd really like to do that. I can't construct any of these duchy buildings. My grandson has proudly proclaimed the beginning of a new house with Yuki at its head. I cannot pretend to welcome the flagrant dismissal of my authority over House Kaiju. Let us see how he fares without my protection. The Yuki Bushidan. Well, he did immediately join our block, which is nice. We are still concerted. Visit a Silk Road market. Dragon kilns. Waterworks. Lacquered armor. China, India, Central Asia, and the Occident. Oh, that's way over there. Jingzhou is not too far. So we could... Whoops. We could visit the Silk Road Market and learn about dragon kilns. $405. If it takes more than 11 years to get there, the innovation will have changed before you arrive. Jingzhou will be more expensive and take longer to visit because it is far away. Oh, it is pretty far away. It's on the far side of China. I'm not so sure about that. No, that wasn't the heir who started his own faction. My personal physician is a skilled herbalist. Do I want to become an herbalist? 2 intrigue, 2 learning, disease resistance, medium boost. Sure. Why the hell not? Can always learn something new. Oh, she's a witch. But I don't care about that. I'm fine with a witch. You're cynical. I'm also okay with that. That's pretty fun. I couldn't have... I'm surprised that she turned out to be a witch. This guy is exalted for his religiousness. So there are chapels and mansions here in the capital we can also upgrade. Trying to see like what we have around here. This city, this guild hall and crop field also could use a buff. Where was that temple I just looked at? Maybe that wasn't there. Losing my mind. Yeah, there's nothing else there to upgrade. So it's really just this guy. Guild halls also give development growth. Hamlets give more taxes. We'll go with the hamlets first. The hostile factions just keep rolling through. Yeah, our guy is doing okay. He's 24. Cupbearers are dead. There's feasts. The urn has gotten a court grandeur bonus as well. Okay, I love this antiquarian just upgrading all this stuff. Super useful. Really popular at the Tokyo Game Show 2000. But Kansho was? Oh, that's awful. Okay. Chang'an was the capital of the Tang Dynasty. China's had so many capitals. Yeah, it's moved around a few times. There's been 1 or 2. Sometimes it gets burned down. 4 great ancient capitals. Yeah. America's had a lot of capitals too, if you count the state capitals. All right, the weird notifications of like this disbanding constantly, and then like I would love to not be getting notifications about these secrets. Okay. Where is this? Secret exposed. Click to open message settings. Feed. I guess I have to let this go. They still want to restore the ceremonial monarch to power, which is very interesting. My personal champion died from being ill. I don't understand. Didn't I not just say, don't give me that notification anymore? Message setting. Schemes. Secret. Oh god, this is insane. A secret exposed. It's not even showing up here, which is the worst part. The secret exposed. Never. Secrets discovered. Oh, here we go. Pause. Toggle auto pause. No. Toast. Feed. Pop up. One of my secrets is exposed. You discover a secret. So I'm just going to turn that on never. Because apparently that is not working right now. But we'll see if it... God damn it! Please. No more secrets discovered. My wet nurse. I guess we'll appoint a new one. A master of the horse. You seem pretty good at this. Vassal and Bushi. Vassal and Bushi. This guy's my player heir grandson and Taisho. Why don't we make him the master of the horse then? You can be a personal champion. You can be a poet. The butcher. You're excellent. And then for an executioner... This guy? Grab as many as we can. We are certainly like rolling in the cash right now. Ancient China and Japan have a really cool history. Yeah. People don't notice them. Faction targeting you. Faction targeting you. Faction targeting you. Imperial policy. Faction targeting you. Imperial policy. Faction targeting you. Faction disbanded. What am I to do with all my money? Perhaps it is time I start increasing my samurais and my siege bows, and then creating other men-at-arms and hiring even more mounted samurai. Yes, I think I will do that. I think that's precisely what I will do. Petition the Tenyo. A secret has been exposed. I'm not going to join the Nakamura block. I literally own my own block. Get out of here. These guys, unbelievable. Like, should I just be inviting claimants so I can go beat some people up? As I pace towards my throne, I overhear my Bushi proclaiming something to my wife. Romantic poetry. Oh, wow. I can call my wife a hur. No way, man. I'm paranoid. Kaneko, get away from him, you whore. Wow, everybody is mad at me for 20 years. Seduce schemes are less successful at our court. I don't feel good about that. We either take a paranoid break or we yell at our wife. Oh, never mind. This costs 1,500 prestige to do. I'm not going to do that. There's another learning perk. That will get us whole of body, giving us another medium boost. Dude, our guy is a monster. I can't believe this. I don't know. Maybe, like, should I just start taking stewardship at this point? Why not? Vassal faction commitment. Likelihood of a character supporting a faction against their liege. It would be nice if we had less factions constantly going. Google, hello, how you doing? Still is. You just grew out of weebness? I don't know about that. Anime may be like Irish heritage. It's got to the point that it's more common outside of the original country than it is, due to Japan and Ireland both having low populations. Just a 90s things? Well, that could be the case. Religious constructions for the Kuni of Yamato. Can I... A city must first be constructed. Oh, I can build a city here. Oh, I should absolutely do that. That's what we should be spending our money on. Enmity between my vassals is legendary, gone so far that the other nobles of the realm have requested I intervene. Dot. You may gain 75. Dot. Take a screenshot of that little bug. Let's mediate. Horses. They're bred here, so the merchants lie about their wares. We gain 150 renown. 150 prestige. Or 210 gold. Unofficial horse inspection fee. Renown is like the trickier of the things here. We'll take renown. Level of splendor, nice. Always happy to see that go up. We're now a noteworthy family. Yes, I imagine we are noteworthy. No one should be denied a feast. Well, I sided with her on the horses. Maybe I should side with him on this. What is the problem? He denied his landloaders from attending my autumn feast. I do not want my vassals to bring back more fleas home with them. No, they're his vassals. They must do as he demands. That is correct. The cup is finally spilled over, and she's standing over the body of Samora Lamoto, mace in hand. Oh, this is the only fair settlement I would ever get. Damn, you guys suck. I gave you the horses, lady. You have no military strength? Straight to the prisons then with you. And then I'll let you out for 50 bucks. And then I will sponsor this weave artifact with that money. And then hold court. It never ends in Japan. Microsoft's currently dying. You got to focus on work. I hope we never die. See you in the pods. Big DR unibrow from the first Dune movie. Japan still has a massive population. It's just the birth rate is in the dumps. Yeah, I mean, their population is declining, but Tokyo has roughly 10 million more people living in it than the whole of Australia. Woof. Lord Regent, the girl has been at this court with no one to watch over her since the disappearance of her dear papa. Do I want to raise this girl myself? She's really got some troll child energy. Deceitful, arrogant, and charming. Yeah, this is someone else's problem. Sure. A middle-aged man steps before me with quiet dignity. I am Tadado, your loyal servant. Come before you to seek employment in your court. I mean, you're okay. We could make him an executioner. Master the horse. Oh, no, those people already have jobs. There's no vacancies at this time. I propose a cadastral survey of all the countries you own. 410 bucks, but every country development growth increases by 50. And gains mapped wilderness for 10 years. Dude, that is so expensive. You may proceed. That was very expensive. So we're not doing anything for a while. I was going to build a city. But that's for the good of the country. You are in debt. During the daily management of my realm, I've learned of several different opportunities I can pursue. Rumors of a lost tome, a very good book artifact, a weak hook, or $415. I have a 100% chance of getting this because it's a learning challenge. I'm going to go for the book, even though I'm in debt. You contain a good book. Monthly Stewardship Lifestyle Experience. That is a good book. That is actually a very good book. I am quite pleased by this book. Prestige, Development Growth, and Monthly Stewardship Lifestyle Experience, which is currently what we're working on, so... We don't get to do a lot of war anymore, you know? Ever since we become the regent. You are shy. You can stay shy. You're not even actually my daughter, I'm pretty sure. Lousy powerful ministry law. This person wants creative freedom. Oh, she's trying to step in on the antiquarian's job. I'm going to let the antiquarian stick her nose in. Nice. Higher quality work. That antiquarian's been doing really good for us, so. Some months ago, you invested a large sum of gold into a cadastre. It is done. Development growth increased by 50. Gold well spent. Now, I imagine that must be for literally the entirety of Japan. It kind of does feel like that's the case. We are pretty good on development right now. Which is nice to see. We'll take some free prestige here. My wife is distant. What's the matter? And she says, I'm bored. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. These are all like they were like, you need to have 5 wives to be Emperor of Japan. And I was like, well, okay, I guess. If you insist. We've converted another country. I guess let's just keep going with you. This is all so funny. Just the constant factions going back and forth. Oh, no, my wife is dead again. I lost another wife. I'm sad. Court jester, what can you tell me? Are you... He calls my guest a turtle-spawned whore, an obnoxious fool. Sensitivity, soul, and wickedness is the stuff of legend. I had a perfectly wonderful evening with good company up until now, you trollop. Her face is red, but she knows I am watching, so she manages some pained laughter. I will lose stress. Or I will lose less stress. Who is this? I don't care who this is. Let's laugh at this poor person's misfortune. 35% chance of slightly higher quality. 47% chance of slightly higher quality, or leave her the hell alone. My wet nurse. My wet nurse doesn't know anything about this kind of stuff. You're not an antiquarian. Leave them alone. We'll get some stewardship. So the question is like, do I want to go for architect or administrator? I kind of feel like architect. We can at least build some things. Godzilla is mostly known for, you know, demolition, but that's part of construction, right? I'm an old fart, let me do my thing. I am an 81-year-old with very good health. Basically took the immortal trait, the Banis innovation. Unlocks marches, castellans, levy reinforcement rates, and an extra accolade is now available. Oh, that's fun. Scoundrel and gunner. Scoundrel and gunner. Just gonna hire this guy. What does gunner do? Max size of archer regiments. Scoundrels are cheaper mercenaries. Oh. Oh! Retinue archers. They counter skirmishers. Dude. Done. Done, done, done. How come they don't show up here? Gunner. Do I need to be... Oh, you need to be rank 3 glory. That's difficult. I never know how to level those guys up. It's really like not something I've ever really figured out. A magnificent tapestry is done. Godzilla sits majestically at the center of the scene while vassals, emissaries, defeated enemies, and servants wait in line to pay homage. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Our court is really coming together. Considering I'm banging the wet nurse and your old as heck say she is familiar with handling fossils. A guild of stonemasons have established itself. We could strike a deal with them. My steward could earn me their allegiance. This is either going to cost me like $200 or $400. Cheaper buildings, though. Where's the Bushidan of Yamashiro? Sorry, where the hell is this? This? No. Shinja Avuji. Okay, it's my like home capital. Oh yeah, Bushidan of Yamashiro. Okay. I don't actually really know if this is worth. All right, I'm gonna let my steward try to figure it out for me. I do not believe a better deal could be struck. $200 for cooperative stonemasons. Buildings are cheaper to construct and cost less money for 20 years. Here's the problem, is that all of these buildings are already built. I wonder about like levy reinforcement rate in this place, because it has 2,000 levies, is extremely good. Spearmen and skirmishers. I mean, the hill fort is worthwhile. That's good development. Defender holding advantage is like pretty useful. Station skirmisher toughness. That's also like 20 development growth. Meh. Yeah. I don't think I need this. I'm gonna say I was a fool to send you. Just because I don't think that's worth the $200. I'd rather save that money towards building another city. No, for me, dog. A description I did not need to hear, right? With his face in the bottom left corner. I cannot believe he is still alive. I thought he would have been dead multiple times over by now. 81. Still trying to gain weight. Can't seem to do it. Scholarly courtiers. How's the rest of the world doing? Jin Yang seems to have gotten rid of the throne. India is largely 3 factions. The steppes are still sort of broken. Russia still very big. Denmark has solidified, taking over Sweden, but still not getting back most of Denmark from Italy. The Baltic Empire formed. That's one you don't see very often. And the Holy Roman Empire has gotten very large. England also formed. Interesting. A new baby. My great-granddaughter is the ceremonial monarch. You want to convert? A weak hook. Yeah, do it. We'll see how that works out for us. Byzantines are in constant civil war, as is tradition. Oh, hi, Mona. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see Spiffing Brit's video on this new DLC, but he plays as a... It's very, very good. He plays as a Norse character down here in Borneo and just collects skulls. There's a very good exploit where you could just collect skulls and sell them for tons of money. And it is a very, very, very funny system. We'll seek over the accolade here. We can exchange hostages with this guy. Why would I ever do that? I don't have enough spouses. Well, my spouses keep dying. I suppose. Hi, Moni. I'll say hi to everybody for a minute. Hi. Cozy Mona time. Google, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Mostly in war and tournaments. Do you get an innovation that changes that in the next 20 years? I'm working on an innovation right now so that we can unlock higher centralization, basically. It's the only thing we need to create the shogunate. And unfortunately, like, unless our guy lives to be like 110, I don't think we're going to be able to get it on him. But also, he seems to be living to be 110 right now, so... we're not the shogun. We are the ruler, though. We are the ruling regent. I accept your marriage proposal. So we are the regent family. And I guess technically our great-granddaughter is now the ceremonial monarch, but not under our bloodline. Ushis, qualify. So the thing right now that we need to do is we need to get powerful ministries, which we need the royal prerogative innovation. Oh, nice. My daughter, who's not actually my daughter, grew up. I mean, I might as well do a matrilineal marriage here somewhere. These are a bunch of Yamamotos. I could marry you into that family. It's not a terrible choice. But can we do any genetic breeding? You are an Amazon. Quick. Robust, but that guy's got lover's pox. You know what? We should do this the correct way. Sort by that. You're robust. This guy's Herculean. Why not? That's pretty much guaranteed that that's going to happen. It will get inherited. Yeah. Sure. So, yeah, we need to pass that. And in order to do that, we need to get royal prerogative, which we're 28 years. We have the fascination on it because we're in charge of the culture. It's just slow. We're looking at quilted armor. Lacquered armor, Silk Road innovation. Oh, that's why I can't get that. Maybe we already had that. My seneschal has died. You like... This guy likes me. Aptitude of other court positions +7. But it costs me stuff. You want to go on a legendary adventure. Absolutely. We better spend some money on that. It's a good adventure. I'm gonna get the DLC when I can. You've sold me on it. It's very good. I mean, we're just doing Japan and it's already a lot of fun. Like, I'm quite curious to see what playing as China is. I really want to do a Mongol, like a proper Mongol invasion. That would be my next big playthrough, I think. The time has come for me to depart upon my adventure, Daijo Daijan. What do you want? I don't know, man. Something truly unique. Probably. She's a legendary adventurer. I'm pretty okay with her just finding whatever she wants. You want to weave? I have room for one more tapestry, so I might as well let them weave something. I'll do another tea ceremony. Tea for the mind. Keep upgrading our stewardship. A vassal to remember. Gain prestige. I'm going to jump up to 5 speed and see what we can do here. Mint silver coins to facilitate trade. Mint gold coins imprinted with my own visage, or to base the coins with inexpensive nickel. I'm going to go silver coins. Old Fickle Phillip. Hunter, gardener, athletic. I know what you need. It's time to go outside. It was not what she needed. Feasts, I don't want to go to. Court grandeur decreased. About that favor, I owe a substantial boon to the ceremonial monarch. It would be great relief if I could settle it now. Stewardship. Convince her to put the past behind us. Kaiju always pays his debts. I mean, convince her to put the past behind us, I guess. Think nothing further of it. Excellent. We are missing our spy. Ooh, okay. This is a pretty significant house. 23. This person likes me quite a bit. You're a trickster, which I do love. None of our people are really up here. You know what? This person likes me and they have 28. I'm going to assign them 33. I think that's okay for a spy master. I Buddha woman, leave me alone. My courtier. Leave him alone. Can I build a city? As a Soryo ruler, you may not personally hold cities. You will have to grant the holding to someone after construction. I'm okay with that, right? I can't build a castle until I build another city. Nor can I build a temple. So, a city it is. The rate of new pets and pictures, we could cut down on grudges by 60 by the end of the year. Azul's cat might be the single best addition to the agency. It has been very, very nice. Just seeing like daily cat pictures in the Discord. It is a huge plus. Oh, great. You guys are happy about this tapestry being made. We can pick up squire traditions. Dynasty members are less likely to die or get wounded in battle and have a higher chance of gaining prowess serving as knights. So this is kind of the last one of these I wanted for a while, I think. The +5 advantage is nice, but I did want to kind of go up elegance. Festival activities are cheaper. Household retainers. What's the final level of this? Number of knights +5. Knight effectiveness 10%. That's crazy good. Did they bring back knight stacking? There was a while where you could just create like 30 knights and that could be your entire army and they would be so good it would just be impossible to kill them. I receive a missive from my adventurer with words embellished so I can see the theater of my mind. I am not in the desert. I am in a land of dreams. The difference between awakening and sleep is gone. My guide tells me I hallucinate what I desire the most. A paradise, a pool of water glistening like diamonds, laced with treasures at its bank. Instead, Lord Regent, all I see is you here with me, forever one sandbank ahead, beckoning me to keep going. And it breaks me to know each step I take towards that mirage, I step further away from the true you. Game's dying of thirst. Yeah, all right, yeah, sure, man. If you bring me back something, I'll bang you. I'll allow for that. Hyenas in the floodplains. Oh no. She could get wounded. I hope she doesn't have to fight one of these wild hyenas. She slaughters a charging wild hyena. And her inspiration will be slightly higher quality. Leave the experts alone, wifey. I beg of you, husband, my wife approaches me. You need to do something about the food service at court. We eat like peasants. Foreign emissaries grimace at our table. Hire some foreign cooks. Healthy and modest diet. Or we can't poison the same soup. Decent food is 20% cheaper for 15 years. Costs $100. Fine, I will hire foreign cooks. We also... What is happening here? I'm still smiling. A joke made by my friend. I understand you're close friends, but there are those that think you put him before more deserving counselors. Dude, I love my court jester. How dare you speak of him? I can make them switch jobs. Oh, he wants his job. But you're not. I pick my own council. Get the hell out of here. My court is absolutely bustling, which is great. Somehow we're at like level 8 court grandeur. I don't really need to know that I need to upgrade any of these. I think we'll let things just cruise on in as they are. This tapestry is complete. It's not very good. Somebody else wants to make armor and go on 2 inspirations. Let's hire the armor smith. And I need to have 77 bucks to hire this other person, so we'll put this kaiju tapestry on the back wall. It depicts a hunting scene. Several hunters armed with bows and spears surround a wounded animal. They all just look like the Buddha, if I'm going to be honest. I return from Arabia with an artifact from my journey. I take the bulky bundle into my hands and loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Inside is an artifact unlike anything I've seen before. This ancient set of laminated linen armor is said to have once belonged to Alexander the Great. While no longer fit for wear, the armor itself carries the legacy of the great conqueror, known from the Mediterranean to the edges of India. Damn. This is really good armor. Or really good pedestal set. It grants me powerful vassal opinion plus 10. Powerful vassal counselor levy contribution plus 20%. Court grandeur 6. Max size of light cavalry plus 1. Light cavalry get 20% pursuit and minus 25% maintenance. I didn't really necessarily want to make a light cavalry troop, but now kind of got to. Kind of no question about it. That is very good. Classic Greek artifacts getting looted. No, it's not like that. No, you're right. It is like that. All these high almoners suck. Can we hire high almoner? No, we can't. My courtier, my vassal, my wife. My daughter? Yeah, all right. She can have the job. My royal architect is gone. Someone is appreciating... Oh, my grandson is appreciating my court gesture. You're the best Yohitsu Japan has had in ages. At least that I know of. I don't think I need to spend 100 bucks getting drunk with these guys. But I do need another royal architect. Oh, you're all excellent at this job. Yeah, I'll take you. More secrets exposed. 16 months left on that city. Another secret exposed. You want to go on an adventure. Off you go. The world is yours. He wants to go to Arabia. He can choose. Apparently, I also owed this guy a boon. I'll just ask him. No, I still owe him a debt. I bet he's going to want to cash that in now. More secrets exposed. Development growth in the capital increased by 0.3. My court poet is dead. I'm just cruising. I'm just trying to die is what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to see how long it's going to take. This guy, what is wrong with him? Is he just... Oh, he's hunchbacked. All right. Make me better armor. Sorry, I still need a court poet. This guy is actually a poet. Nobody else is, so it's going to be him. Don't really want to go on any more hunts. The armor is done. Constructed from iron plates that are excellently bound together with cords of silk cloth. Trimming and lining are cut from fine lamb's wool. A spangen helm and aventail. Seems a bit strange for Japanese armor, but okay. The armor has been plated with a thick layer of gold. Damn, that's got to be very heavy to wear. Shiny lamellar gold armor. Let's hold court. My nephew has been in prisons. You get weak hooks on people. Yeah, sure. It's no secret that this place is the envy of the world, but not all the realms are so fortunate. These fields are barren in this place, with no one to attend. Every country with at least 10 development levels below my capital gets thriving development for 15 years. But my capital gets minus 15 development for 15 years. Countries with at least 10 development level below the capital. I don't know if that's that many places. I'm just going to boost the capital right now. I'm sure someone in the administration is out to get me. Please imprison this person. I mean, I will question them. I don't know what happened. He denies any involvement. I spent 150 prestige. Wow. Brutal. Land of the Buddha, sure, but how much contact did they have in 930? I mean, the whole country is like Buddhist for the most part at this point. Do I want to buy an expensive bauble? Fine. We receive an animal figurine. A masterwork trinket. Yeah, it's okay. There is a tournament here with a duel, but at this point, I don't really feel inclined to go. Nice. My mace has gotten another 1 prowess, so my mace now just gives naturally 10 prowess. There's insanely good. We are down to fine. We are no longer feeling great. My daughter has given birth to a son. He is also Herculean with a stutter. I've like run out of famous kaiju names. Have I run out of them? Ghidorah, Destroyer, Gigan, Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, and Garius? And Gurius? Everyone's still got to be named after a kaiju as far as I'm concerned, so. I'm a grandpa. Oh, we're a grandpa. Like, we're a great-grandpa at this point. Honestly, we might soon be a great-great-grandpa. Irritable organizer, logistician. This guy has become a real mess. More people want to be inspired. You want to make an urn. You're very competent. I don't really have a lot of room for that, so I don't think I'm going to bother with you. My city has been built, which does mean I could create a castle or a temple. So the tricky thing about this is if I make a castle, I obviously have like 3 provinces here that I would then have to need. If I need a temple, you know, we have 2 temples. I forget also that I can upgrade things like these castles once I have battlements. Mannerisms. Or what do we need for the city? Also mannerism. In the meantime, we can just build some stuff in here. I might just do like guilds and trade ports. Farms and fields is the best money, so we'll do one of those. It all ends up still being like a direct vassal, so... Exercise in mediation. My vassal and my vassal. I hate you both. I'm not going to worry too much about this. More festivals? My god, how much older can Godzilla be? My poet announces this return of Yoshimito in a surprisingly loud voice. I return with an artifact from my journey. I take the bulky bundle into my hands. It's something I've never seen before. A common-looking branch of great religious value, voiced to come from nothing less than the Tree of Life. Dudes. My guys are coming back with good loot. Next to Alexander's armor will be the Tree of Life. Piety plus 0.8. Domain taxes of the same faith 4%. Court grandeur and zealous tax contribution 4%. You got some nutso artifacts going on right now. $86 and still standing. 87 now, yeah. Radioactive decay taking its sweet time. From China, the Tang dynasty heavily influenced the culture, philosophy, and system of the imperial court. Yeah. Religion in East Asia is so different from those in the West because most cases they could just coexist without any trouble. Yeah, we actually had like a lot of different religions here, and we just have slowly been turning everyone Shinto. Mostly because it gives us benefits. Taxman. I have a lot of money. You want a wheat cook? I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna pay you. All 5 holy sites. Clergy opinion +5. Holding taxes 5%. Shinto is absolutely bustling right now. Not for any particular reason, but just because I figured, well, why not? Oh, my tapestry has been improved with +1 domain taxes. Dude, I love that they improve stuff just constantly. Japan is in dire need of a capable physical physician, someone properly finding and administering physics to your family. A task that this person has quite failed. Don't I have an incredible physician? I have an insanely good physician. This guy is my court chronicler. I would be willing to take on that burden. This guy wants to be my personal physician. He is terrible at it, while my current character is excellent. How about you become a court chronicler instead? You'd be better at that. And do I not have a court chronicler? No, I do. But, okay. Sure. Very confusing event. I will also get a seneschal. Development growth in the capital. We should also turn that on, and we should turn that on for the royal architect as well. It's like a full gold a month, but I'm okay with that. Okay. My trusted stallion is getting old. We're going to spend a bunch of money on him. I can actually hire these people back as my court artificers. And I'm going to do that. Oh, did I pick the wrong one? I did pick the wrong one. Yi was the one who got me that Alexander stuff. Yeah, I think 2 court artificers is quite enough. Quite frankly, quite enough. Set to be the next region of Japan is the grandson of Godzilla. Yeah. Yeah, who's like quite good. He's another good like military genius. He has 40 prowess right now. Even I don't have that. Mostly because I'm taking a minus 46 from old age. Sweet Jesus. Court Chronicler, who just got appointed, then died immediately. Great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My doctor just became infirm. Nice. We got some prestige from the Tenyo. My 2 vassals are locked in battle with each other. The Ichizen conquest of Hoki risks destabilizing the realm. Persuade them to put their quarrels aside. I will not intervene. Or I could just end this. I'm not going to intervene. Because what that is it is a Soryo taking over Ritsoryo, which is good for us. We need everything to be Soryos. Because otherwise, when we form the shogunate, it's going to be a problem. A grand wedding? Really? Yeah, okay. I guess we'll bring a private army because it doesn't cost anything. The path of rivalry, blah, 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 blah. Such children. My bodyguard and my caravan master. We'll pick this one. Because there's a chance they might get wounded. Danger, there's a fire in the forest. The rays of sun, a vibrant fire. Kohira has been trapped. My bodyguard has been trapped. Why is this happening? This was not meant to be a dangerous journey we went on. Caravan Master, this is your job to go save him. Take an opportunity to rest here. You inherited the Bushiden of Sanuki. Oh, good. These idiots have killed themselves. My bodyguard tiptoes to my acquaintance who is dozing on a slope. My caravan master and stabs him. You know what? I'm not going to say anything because you're my bodyguard. By Amaterasu, there's been a murder. Who would wish death upon my poor husband, and why were they so brutal? Indeed, who would ever dream of doing something like this? Well, this looks like the telltale work of a boar. You're also dying, so I'm going to say it was a boar. I'm going to try to do diplomacy here. I guess with the Chrysanthemum throne. Why the heck not? We have been given a bunch of buildings, and we have accolades to restore as well. And religious exiles. Why not? So, sorry, where are these new countries we've picked up? Yashima and Nagoka. Two of the places on this little island here. I don't know who the hell we're going to give this to. My son. Bushidan of Totimi, Bushidan of Chuksumi. Who is in my house that isn't landed? Or I should say, like, set to gain land. You are. And your brother is. So why don't we give you Tosa? And then my giant grandson here, we can give Sanuki. This will also then continue to strengthen the Kaiju block, which is doing okay right now. Why was our bodyguard in regs? I guess because he was, like, sleeping? Can't wait for this wedding. Birds fly above, fly straight over their head. That was a bit surprising. An auspicious sign. Where is our Bushis? Iron Bushi, Steel Bushi. The Bushi's most loyal. Idealist thugs. I'm confused because I don't really have accolades room for that. This wedding has happened. The banquet has started. I'm not really going to panic too much about this. There's a big fight. I am not going to get involved. I'm really like the old man showing up at the wedding who's like, all right, I'm here out of like, you know, because I'm meant to be here, but I'm going to yell at this guy because he's going on for too much and I'm wrathful. This guy says, do a flip. I'm not really worried about making friends with people. I'm focused on the actual entertainment. A bonus to befriending schemes. No, let's just meet this person at once. Friend of a friend. We're trying to make friends with the ceremonial monarch here. Enter an alliance. No, I don't want to do that. They don't have any actual power. Oh. So, did you hear about a treaty? I'll just say let's eat and drink. Learning lifestyle, martial lifestyle, nod along and not pay attention. The wedding night has started. More secrets. Rifle through the chambers. Get some money. Or, well, just get some prestige. Great. Great wedding, everybody. Wedding of the century, one might even say. We gained a bunch of opinion. And some other shenanigans. Your idea to build a blah, blah, blah was great. Fantastic. You guys are best friends. All thugs are not idealists, surely, right? I could spend some money and my bodyguard could become rough terrain expert. That's pretty good for us. There's a lot of hills in Japan is one thing I have noticed. We get another stewardship perk. Fort levels, garrison size. Purchase truces. More secrets. And we are back home again. We're $700. I don't even know what to do with all this money at this point. I guess we have these crop fields. Do I want cattle? Or a trade port? Trade port is 1.7 and 0.4 for development. The guilds, 1.7 and 4. So they're both exactly the same. Guilds and trade port. Plains. Or there's the cattle pasture, which is taxes, a bit of development growth in the entire county, as well as popular opinion. Oh, I didn't realize that. Some of these affect the county. Development growth. I guess I'll give you guilds. I'd love to get these new duchy buildings, but I guess we just don't have the stuff for that. My food taster is spending more time in the kitchen sampling the offerings and giving cooks notes than, you know, avoiding poison. The kitchens are yours to command. Approved menu. Or enemy scheme secrecy. Let nothing slip past your gaze. I definitely don't want to be poisoned. This guy wants to make a throne. He is the court poet. Absolutely, dude. You're hired. And this guy just wants to make something wondrous. I don't know what that means, but sure. How about regalia? My artificer could become my lover? Sure. A romantic gesture. Very confusing when, again, we are celibate Godzilla. We finally have poor health. It's finally happened. At 90 years old, we are taking almost a minus 50 penalty from old age. You could find me a book, a weak hook, or 445 bucks. 445 bucks, we're rich! You gain strengthened body. Oh no. Oh, hilarious. We passed by a shrine. We could get another health boost. Dynastic favor. Economic prosperity. Or faithful servant. So tempting to get strengthened body. But we're going to get dynastic favor. And we're going to hold court again. This guy wants a land survey. It's very, very good. I have the money for it. Proceed with the survey. This guy wants me to pay off his debts. My food taster. I could trade a bunch of money for piety, but I don't really want to do that. I could also just say, I don't have any money, and I'm going to do that because I like to keep my money. Will you support your claim and have your vassal relinquish what does not belong to him? Great question. You own just the Sega family and the Kuni. And this guy owns the Kuni, but does not own the Sega family. You're a Ritsorio. You're a noble family. Oh, I don't interfere in such things. You know me, I'm very hands-off on the realm at this point. We're extremely close to getting our family attribute up. Court Poet brings me a small box, a prototype for the new seat. A miniature throne? Sure, man. How charming. Why not? Praise Godzilla the Immortal. Getting up there in that prestige. Our Taisho has died, but our player heir would be very good at that job. It's not really our job to deal with county control. I'm just going to train my counselors at this point. At some point, I got a bunch of light footmen. I'm not really sure when that happened, but let's max them out. We did get a bunch of this cavalry, which I did want to max out because we have that special character. Let's max out the samurai as well. We now have a lot of men-at-arms. This is not my problem. Angris's Milktooth. Who is this? Some small grandson? Yes, you can keep your tooth. Very good, grandson. The survey is complete. County control changes by 20. We get seneschal land survey for 30 years. Unfortunately, that's only as long as I am alive, which I can't imagine is going to last very long. We have new regalia. A gold scepter set with pieces of jade, fine lamb's wool robes embroidered with gold, and a large jade cabochon necklace. This sounds so much like Dwarf Fortress. I have to wonder whether or not that's a little bit on purpose. We are good at romancing. Glory hounds really like us. Tyranny loss plus 12% and prestige per month. Inspiration of the highest quality. Just seize whatever you want. You want to forge a crown? All right. Obviously, I'm going to pay for that. But for real, I am running out of money here. Daijo Daijin Godzilla's throne. It's not very good. It's made of solid oak posts and the seat is cushioned with lamb's wool. But it's better than nothing, I suppose. I currently sit on the floor. Now I sit on a pretty bougie looking throne. I do like this throne. Honestly, it looks quite comfortable. My gardener has died. Somebody wants to write a magnificent book. I guess. A book about warfare? About herbs and plants? Let's do a book about warfare. Dudes, I have a massive army right now. I have almost 8,000 troops. Whoa. Ah! China? You stole my flag. That's our flag. That's Heist Kauji. That's hilarious. Can I declare war on you? Seize peripheral duchy. Rulers with administrative governments may spend requisition Due to border wars, I could just start sieging duchies. Honestly, who are these guys? Tribal realm. Imperial County pacification. You do not have imperial pacification law. We cannot declare external wars unless we have imperial pacification law. What if I change the laws? Your realm needs to be at peace. Oh, dude, that's never going to happen. All right, a lot of people are dying here. Our antiquarian. You're good in 24. I'm going to let you take this job. We can hire a caravan master. Lots of good people here. You're 2125, so I'll hire you. A court gardener. An excellent executioner. And I do have a couple of acclaimed knights here. Why not hire these guys as well as bodyguards? Okay, I'm almost at this. I will let them make the book however they want. Menaces with spikes of rhinoceros ivory. You know it. I know what you need. Nope. Your muse flees. And why are you no longer my bodyguard? Oh, you're infirm. God, I can't keep people hired here. Christians can now do crusades. How's that going for them? Honestly, Christian land seems pretty good. The Baltic Empire has split. It's taken over all of Scandinavia, but then West Slavia has also separated from it. Inspiration of a flawed jewel. Man, this is nonsense. This is non-stop here. I could spend 120 bucks and that will gain progress. Gain 2 progress. This is the flawed. This is my crown. Oh, I don't care about it losing progress. What I care about is its quality. Angrius is first in robing. No one seems to be able to find your garments. I'm surrounded by competences. The Prince of Fashion? Oh, yeah. Absolutely, we're naming that kid. He stole all my clothes. Little scoundrel. Master of the Hunt. We just hit 5,000 prestige. I guess let's make you Master of the Hunt. We can now upgrade the house aspiration. $5,000 prestige later. Not cheap. My writer brings me a man, a respected scholar. He will make my book better. Okay. All right, hold on. There's a lot of things going on here. We got to organize muster rolls. We need to create an accolade or restore an accolade. The Bushi's most loyal or the Iron Bushi. Valiant, contender, idealist, politiker. Oh, the Iron Bushi is no longer anymore, is it? There's nobody that can do it. So I guess we'll reinstate the Bushi's most loyal. I don't know what this guy is getting me. Courtly vassal opinions. And better grand tours. They also need a worthy successor, which they don't have. So we're going to have to find one, which we can't do. So we're just going to have to wait. I don't want to mess up the quality of this, so I'm just going to say that your work is valuable to me. We have envious artisans. It is so funny how slow it's all happening. Yamoto Art of Strategy. Martial Lifestyle Experience. It's another court artifact, but one we don't really have room for. That being said, the Honeycomb Sesame Cake is not a very good book. So yeah, we'll do the Art of Strategy. Why not? And Godzilla's crown is complete. The crown is forged from gold, adorned with intricate filigrees that frame a large jade centerpiece. So we're wearing gold-plated armor with a gold crown. And then, like, our regalia is gold with pieces of jade in it. Our crown has pieces of jade in it. And our weapon is, like, just iron. It's just a massive iron mace covered in symbols that nobody understands. I like that. I wish we could write a journal. But I guess we're not really smart enough for that. This guy wants to join my army, but he's really bad, so I'm going to say no. You have gained an inspiration to write about diplomacy. Okay. I will allow that. She's been good in the past. Dude, why can't we die? We're 92 years old. Our health is poor. I'm just letting people do whatever they want at this point. Chance to kill a deer and get a renowned stag hide. That would be nice. 33% chance. But the deer scurries away. HRE is doing very well, yeah. With the game is just breaking. Dot? 60% higher quality. 50% chance of higher quality. Holy Roman Empire is doing very well. Very, very well, in fact. There's some confederations up here. The Mongols are starting to actually form. Chaos continues in the streets. We'll spend 150 gold to hire this person to make a better book. If I could get some money, I could also upgrade this city a little bit more. The Kaiju Chronicles are complete. A masterpiece. Another court artifact. This one's actually pretty good. And there is a colorful talent. My grandson is sitting on the floor surrounded by spilled paint and pieces of canvas for the 3rd time this month. What are you good at right now? You're pensive. You have a learning focus. His genius will be nurtured. I guess we'll give him stewardship for now. And we have some more court artifacts. Apparently we have 2 court artifacts we're not using. Both of which I think are books. Yeah, so we'll replace the Art of Strategy with the Kaiju Chronicles just because it gives us renown and, I guess, diplomacy. So we have a book for diplomacy, a book for martial, and a book for stewardship. No, my court jester has died. That is a tragedy. I'm going to keep bestowing royal favor on my son. Who is this? Kaiju Megalodon? Yes. I love that there's just all these ridiculous names all throughout our empire at this point. Reset your skill points, I guess you would die fast. I mean, there are ways about it, but I do want to die of like a natural means. Recruit for a court position. No, all of those are filled. All of... Right, I don't have a jester anymore. That's the one thing we lost now. $94 years old? What's going on here? My consorts ambushed me on an afternoon stroll. We want to give back to the community. We'd like to enroll ourselves in others related to arts of diplomacy and the art of the sheathed sword. Bushido gets greatly improved development for 10 years. 50% development growth in our capital. This is incredible. It's going to bankrupt me temporarily, but I'm fine with that. At this point, Godzilla's like, I don't care anymore. My concerns are not of this realm. They are mostly of the further realms. We've almost become a legendary figure. Restore accolades. Sure. Work off some stress, but I don't even... Well, I guess we might as well. I'm not really worried about these guys that much. I suppose I could help them train. Chance of getting athletic. These guys still need a worthy successor, which I don't have the prestige for. I can transfer this person to this other person. Who is this? Oh. This guy becomes this other guy's vassal? That seems to make sense. I am no longer employing a court physician. Okay, my court physician has finally died. We will search for a new one because we get really good court physicians. Chikamori is well known. This is a very good physician at 58, though. This guy is also very good in 45. They're both excellent. I'm going to take the younger guy, because I am always a fan of them learning how to get better. So we'll have him improve his skills for now. And our court brewmaster, we might as well make our granddaughter. She's apparently really good at this. We're going to drink an experimental brew, the superb barley wine of Japan. Small health boost. Let's go. We still have poor health. We're gonna get a notification within 1 year of dying, so... nice, thank you. This guy just gave me 150 bucks to get me out of the hole. This is nonsense. I cannot believe we are still alive. make you my seneschal. This guy is a master book writer. This guy wants to make a magnificent weapon. We're gonna write this book to our sons, or our grandsons, I should say. And then sure, we'll also sponsor this other guy. Buildings and taxation, law and administration, or whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. There's so much stuff happening all the time. The Yogasurists and a bunch of Buddhists are fighting each other. I don't care. Control decline for -5 years is not great. We'll side with the Yogacarans. And I'm going to have this guy make, like, a dagger or a sword. Maybe. Well, you know what? I trust your judgment. I don't want to interfere. I just want to give back to the artisans of this realm. Our spy master died. Ooh. These guys are not very good. This guy doesn't really like me. This guy does, and he's okay. So we'll hire him. Go hunt boar. That'd kill me. That would kill me. Is my house famous? No, we are just noteworthy. Which is hilarious. Wandering Scholars. Get an even better book. We're going to hold court again. I want to serve as a bushi, this guy says. I'm not a very good swordsman, he also says. He is not a very good swordsman. The graveyards are full of middling swordsmen. I could get a weak hook from this guy. No, I'm just going to say the graveyards are full of middling swordsmen. We have lots of knights right now. This guy, a foreign guest, approaches and loudly proclaims, I have carefully observed how you rule and address realm matters. I've been nothing but deeply impressed. Among the Belhay... I don't know where these guys are from. Korean? Maybe? Pleasure of telling you that you are the legendary Daijo Daijin of our legends, and I believe any true son of us would surely agree. Your elder spoke about the kaiju. You gain a mighty endeavor for kaiju legendary seed. Ooh. You gain a great deed for administration of Japan legendary seed. Or we get a bunch of renown. Your elder spoke about the kaiju. I'm going to say the kaiju. We're going to start a legend. Lord Regent, pilgrims flock to this shrine. It would be better for the priests to be in charge of it than laymen. I'm not giving you the Bushidan of Ice. It's just simply not happening. My job here is done. Your champion qualifies for an archery contest. Great. Oh, we also have Guardian of a Shinto holy site. Renown, stewardship, and development growth for mighty endeavor for kaiju. Few bearing the name of kaiju have done so much for their dynasty as Godzilla. Yes! Alright, we need to get a lot of money. And we will start this legend. My daughter has given birth to a son. He will be named... Do we have Kumunga? Yes, we do have Kumunga. What about Space Godzilla? King Kong. We don't have a King Kong. He's technically a kaiju. So I think I'll allow it. Envious artisans. We can match our funding, slightly higher quality. Sure. God, all these people just want money, money, money all the time. What is happening? My grandson has died. How? Disappeared without a trace. Oh my God. My heir. Who is this other guy? My great-grandson. Munakaje. Kaiju Munakaje. He's 24 years old. He is married to my granddaughter. Oof, that's going to be rough. He has a great-granddaughter. All right. What are you good at? You are good at diplomacy. I'm going to fire this guy. This guy's a powerful vassal. If I fire him, that's not going to go well. Damn, dude. If it ain't always something. This guy is my grandson, even though he belongs to the mighty spear for the balanced. Murder? Could it be murder? Couldn't be, could it? I mean, the good news is like he was 42. Remember when he was, when I thought I was going to die and he was still a baby? This guy's 24. He's got a 6-year-old child. Gee whiz, man. Look how bad his face has gotten. He no longer has the ridiculous face of a true kaiju. Who was your mother? Scarred recluse. Still alive. That casts renown. I don't want you marrying a kaiju is the problem. Oh. I could have you marry the ceremonial monarch, and then the ruling regent and the ceremonial monarch would have an heir who is a son who would completely unite Japan as like monarch. And yeah, I'm going to enforce this divorce. Yeah, I think it only makes sense. Sorry, homies. And then I'm going to arrange a marriage between you and you. Arrange a marriage between you. Why can I not arrange a marriage with you? Just not gonna work. God damn, I don't think I can do it. You think it's possible that my like son will just reappear? A haunting melody summons me from my slumber. A woman pale and elegant floats above me singing of heartbreak. Reaching out to causes her image to dissipate. As I come to consciousness, the anguish of this dream woman and the love could haunt me. Is this the stress of being a Daijo Daijin, or could it be the work of a yokai? In pursuit of love. The character's been inspired by a yokai to find love. I could become an aspiring storyteller and a poet. No, that's kind of fun. I've become a poet at the age of 96. I have decided to write poetry about ghosts who want to bang me. Totally normal behavior for a Godzilla. So I can't get this guy to marry at all. This is not good. Bushi most loyal keeps running out of successors. You want to forge a goblet? Okay, why not? It just never stops, man. I thought that yokai was going to be like, you're dying. Yes! I can feel it in my very bones. Izanami will come for me soon. I will be dead within a year. Oh my god, thank goodness. I thought I'd never be able to end stream. Yo, sick. We got a purple book. Monthly stewardship lifestyle. Vassal limit +8. I don't think I have a vassal limit. As an administration, I do not think that's a thing. You are stewardship development growth. You are stewardship and vassal limit. You're a really nice book, but it kind of don't matter. This might change when we become big samurai. Kaiju mace. Wrought iron and wrought iron. Again, another absolutely killer mace. Okay, what is going on here? Can I click that mace? Game is really starting to get angry at me, I think. Knight effectiveness 8%. Pursuit efficiency. Yeah, technically our current mace is slightly better. That guy wants a new forge. Hook on my vassal will be done soon. I could invite you to my block. We'll leave the Nambo block. Are you powerful, though? Maybe I can just, like, modify your vassal contract. It might be the better option here. Okay, I could demand your conversion. I don't understand why I can't modify his vassal contract. Ah, he's only in charge of a family. He doesn't actually own a house, own any land. All right, well, we might as well use it. We created a rancid beverage, -5 monthly piety. Delicious. We're going to recruit you to the court and set you as up as a successor. The Abe block was disbanded. We can petition the Tenyo for, I don't know, prestige, I guess? Get some extra renown out of it. Love to see that. Commanders have been promoted, sure. Secrets exposed. We should save all of our money at this point. As much as we can. Maximum domain limit +1. Oh my god. We finally got... There's a perk in stewardship that allows us to do that. We also created a court artifact. Another goblet. I don't really think I have a good spot for that. We have the prize bowl. Prestige. Yeah, it's not very good. Our army is almost like, gee whiz, almost 10,000. At maximum, it is 10,000. We have died! Yay! At 96 years old, Daijo Daijin, Kaiju Godzilla of Japan, has given up the ghost at 96. I thought we were going to hit 100 at this point. He died of old age. Yeah, you don't say. Known to be a respected scholar, he spent most of his days studying in the library, rarely leaving his castle. Daiju Daijin Munakaje ascends to the throne. Having mastered many skills, he is sure to be admired by his subjects. 25-year-old grandson. We will keep all of our territory, it would seem. Including Toyota over here. Oh, fantastic. Isn't that just wonderful? We stay at like the 3 domains. We are not married. I actually wanted to see, can I marry you? To me. No, I can't. Even though you're my vassal. So what happens when she dies? This person takes over. I think there's literally like no way for me to marry this character. She is known as the Chaste. She's also a murderer, a kinslayer, and a drunk. Classic emperor. Honestly. 96 says 97 on my screen. Doing French math, got it wrong. It could be. Oh, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. I'm not going to worry about all the notifications right now. I feel like we got to a pretty good spot with Godzilla. We are still in charge of this. We're 13 years off the royal prerogative, which would allow us to formalize the shogunate. We would need to become exalted among men as well to do that, as well as get our legitimacy back up to 4, which is not too hard to do in a single lifetime, especially at 26 years old. But I feel pretty good at leaving Godzilla's story at that. So thank you for joining us. If you would like to see the continuation of the shogunate, let me know in the comments. We could always play some more of this when I get back after Halloween. So stay tuned until then. Bye-bye.